Shabbat Shalom, Enoch Ben Yehuda. Yeah, brother. Yeah. What's the question? Yeah, brother. Go ahead and ask me a question, Enoch. Okay, hypocritically speaking, a child comes to knowledge of the Almighty, but the parents are still doing as heathens do. Would it be unlawful or dishonor the parents if the child refuses? Well, how old is the child? Okay, how old is the child? Let me find some on that. I think it's okay. Well, he can't. No, he can't. He got to. He got to. I guess go along with his parents because he's too young right now. But let me show you something right quick about. Let me go to Psalms 27. Let me show you this right quick. He still had to honor his parents, but check this out. Go to Psalms 27 and 10. Psalms 27 and 10. This for Enoch. Read that.
Psalms chapter 27, verse 10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up.
So Yahweh gonna take him up one day. Right now, his parents ain't studying him. And so you have to wait on Yah. 11 years old, he ain't in control of nothing. He can't run nothing. So he got to go along for right now. And when he get older, the Almighty will take him up. So it says, when the father and mother forsake me, forget all about it, because they ain't thinking about the 11-year-old son, what he talking about. And then Yahweh going to intervene. He going to take it up. Yeah. Okay, if the parents demand that he come down to join the parents for the Thanksgiving dinner and come before Christmas celebration. Yeah, because he ain't got no other choice right now. He 11 years old. So he can go, but he ain't got to participate. You can go, and you ain't got to do them. Just sit there. Yep, go and you could go and don't participate because you could be there, but your mind ain't there. That means you ain't gonna be celebrating and eating. You ain't gonna do what they do. You just there, but you ain't gonna be participating and nothing like that. Yeah, yeah, he gonna obey, but he ain't gonna be there doing nothing. He ain't gotta eat. He ain't gotta eat for Thanksgiving. He ain't gotta open no presents up. He ain't gotta participate of the activity that's going on. He in the house, but his mind ain't there. So that means he ain't got to be doing what the other kids doing, participate. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Rasta here. Yeah. Yeah. So 11 years old, he ain't in control of nothing. He got to go and do what they say do till he get out on his own. Shabbat Shalom, Flores. Shabbat Shalom, Jewel Gladney. Yeah. But see, the Almighty, he working all kind of ways. He might eliminate his parents some kind of way, then he can go somewhere else. He have to, he have something bad happen to them parents. Yeah. And Moses was raised with the Egyptians. Moses was raised up in the Egyptian land, you know. And and Joseph was in Egypt too. Let me see. Yeah, let me give you yeah, I got one on that. Let me try to find it though. Let me see. Try to find that right. Shabbat Shalom, Mark Anthony. Praise the mighty Yah, brother. Let's see what that says. Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Hey, brother, I ain't gonna have time right now. I'll find it later on, but I gotta go and get on with my class right quick. Yeah, he wanted a scripture about I was gonna show him what the parents was wicked and the child was righteous. But I'll do that later on after remind me to show him at the class where the parents was wicked and the child was righteous. Yeah, don't play that. Yeah, I'll do it after class. Trust in Yah, going home over the season. You put all love, your trust in Yah. You'll find your way home. You'll find your way. This wicked world is full of treason, treacherous and full of deception, but they keep believing. Hold your faith, stay strong, yeah, the time is coming. You can hide, but you will get hit while you're running. Let me tell you something, satisfaction can never happen. If you don't keep God's laws, discover gladness. It gets tragic, ridiculed as a youngster. Teased, praying on my knees to the wrong one. And the dumpster is a man searching for some food. Probably lied to us when they said the sky's blue. Malicious with the deeds, I know it's fear that they feeling. Slavery background that we was tilling. Can you feel me in the state losing my sanity? Love feeling pleasure, hate feeling agony. If you look into the skies, you can see the stars. Blowing through the wind, blowing, you can make it fall. You can find your way home if you put all love, your trust in Yah. Going home over the season. You put all love, your trust in Yah. You'll find your way home. You'll find your way. Tell me what's the reason for revolution? G's looting furniture and TVs on land distribution. I'm shooting for the millet, the barley, and the bushels of grain. But all is nothing if we don't call his name. Trusting in him is the only way to win. Turning from my sin, spirits humbling. Seeking God's face to heal our land and destroy this place. Babel, she check, become defect with two ball and knee check. Blue flex, but bless alone. Israel will be cool and mellow. Sun shining yellow, moon glowing white. Yellow deem in the street, elders laughing through the night. Glory ascended from the terrible plight. Only if we living in Yah's sight. Loving my brother and weeping from the strife. Trusting in Yah, never leaning on man's life. You can find your way home if you put all love, your trust in Yah. Going home over the seas if you put all love.
Moses warned me. If you do wrong, I did wrong, that's why he sold me. To my enemies, I keep my head above the water. Easily influenced, never met my father. My block is full of murderers and murderers. Jails packed with blacks, the whole world and heard of us. Obliterated my heritage, can you find it? My generation long gone, we be walking blinded. Like bats flying, I got love for all my true soldiers. Praise Yahweh Elohim, I'm sitting on his shoulders. Same trying to find a place where I can escape the reality of pain standing in my face. Show me grace, been a long time coming, man. I'm hunting, man, kill off all my foes, I'm gunning, man. If you look into the skies, you can see the stars. Blowing through the wind, blowing, you can make it fall. You can find your way on if you put all of your trust in Yahweh. You know more over the season. You put all of your trust in Yahweh. Praise Yah. You'll find your way. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. You'll find your way. Find your way on if you put all of your trust in Yahweh. You know more over the season. You put all of your trust in Yahweh. Wise on the land, fret not thyself, follow all y'all's commands, all y'all's commands.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. All over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic I'm going to talk about and show y'all how terrible Yahweh is and how the terrors he can send. We're going to break it off in them. And I'm going to show y'all going to learn a little bit about how terrible Yahweh is and why he's terrible. It's a reason why now. Everything happened for a reason. And we get back to that brother Enoch. Enoch, I need you to write down 1 Kings, the 15th chapter, and start at the 11th verse to the 14th verse. That ought to answer your question. But in the meantime, I want everybody to go to Deuteronomy. We're going to start off at Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 7. Shabbat Shalom, Mark Anthony. Shabbat Shalom, y'all only TB 100. Shabbat Shalom, Ben Yah. Shabbat Shalom, Robin Richardson. And who else? Rostad here. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Flores. And Jewel Gladys. Shabbat Shalom. Praise the mighty Yah, sister and brother. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's see, get 7. Start at the 9th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that Yahweh the Elohim, he is Elohim.
We know that he God of all gods. We know this. We ain't got to guess. We ain't got to think. We ain't got to believe. We know.
The faithful Elohim.
We know.
Which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
That's what he gonna do.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face.
Yahweh gonna pay everybody that hate him to their face. Mean knock their head off.
To destroy them.
Knock their head off, destroy them.
He will not be slack to him that hateth him.
He ain't gonna hesitate to get them. If it take 100 years, that ain't no time for Yahweh. He gonna get them. 100 years sound like a long time to us, but to him it's the one day. Read.
He will repay him to his face.
You best believe he gonna pay everybody back that hate him. Black, white, Japanese, I don't care what nationality. When you hate Yahweh, you gonna get your head knocked off.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day.
That's the reason why you're supposed to be keeping this commandment if you don't want your head knocked off. But if you want your head knocked off, you don't keep them. So it don't make no difference.
To do them.
To do them.
Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments
When it come to pass, if you listen to Yahweh,
and keep and do them,
if you keep and do what Yahweh say do, it mean keeping his commandments and laws and statutes. It's real simple, y'all.
that Yahweh that Elohim shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he swore unto thy fathers,
Then he'll be merciful unto you. That's right. He'll look out for you and bless you.
and he will love thee,
He will love you. Don't you know Yahweh gonna love you when you obey his commandments, laws, and statutes? He gonna love you.
and bless thee,
And he gonna bless you. It's real simple.
and multiply thee.
And multiply thee. Have a lot of babies.
He will also bless the fruit of thy womb,
That's right.
and the fruit of thy land,
That's right.
thy corn, and thy wine, and thy oil, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, and the land which he swore unto thy fathers to give thee.
But we didn't do right. Read.
Thou shalt be blessed above all people,
We would have been blessed above all people if we had obeyed the Most High Yah. We'd have been blessed above all people. But now we are cursed above all people.
there shall not be male or female barren among you, or among your cattle. And Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness,
You ain't gonna have these tuberculosis, AIDS, and all. You ain't gonna have these diseases, cancer, and all that junk.
and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt,
He ain't gonna do it to us.
which thou knowest, upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee.
The Almighty Yahweh gonna give the diseases to your enemies, to the people that hate you.
And thou shalt consume all the people which Yahweh that Elohim shall and thou shalt consume all the people which Yahweh that Elohim shall deliver thee. Thy eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods.
Don't feel sorry for these people when they serving another God.
For that will be a snare unto thee.
That's gonna be a trick to you. You're gonna be tricked by serving somebody else, God. You're gonna be deceived and tricked, brainwashed, bamboozled, hoodwinked.
If thou shalt say in thy heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispossess them? Thou shalt not be afraid of them,
Don't be afraid of them because there's 1,000 of them. It's just 4 or 5 of y'all.
but shalt well remember what Yahweh the Elohim did unto Pharaoh.
Just remember what Yahweh did to Pharaoh. He didn't have no Uzi, no bulletproof vest, no grenades, no tanks, or no army. He didn't have none of that. Yahweh do it by himself. He didn't have all this military stuff. Just remember what Yahweh did to Pharaoh in Egypt. Did he have a gun? Did he have a bomb? Did he have a bulletproof vest? Did he have any of that? No. Read.
And unto all Egypt,
And to all Egypt, y'all know what he did to Egypt.
the great temptations which thy eyes saw,
We saw that. Our forefathers saw that, what happened.
and the signs,
We seen the signs in Egypt.
and the wonders,
We seen the wonders in Egypt.
and the mighty hand,
We seen the mighty hand of Yah.
and the stretched out arm,
We seen his arm stretched out.
whereby Yahweh the Elohim brought thee out.
He brought us out.
So shall Yahweh the Elohim do unto all the people of whom thou art afraid.
Everybody that we're afraid of and do us any harm, the Almighty gonna knock their head off.
Moreover, Yahweh the Elohim will send the hornet among them,
He sent the animals.
until they that are left and hide themselves from thee be destroyed. Thou shalt not be frightened at them.
Don't be scared of nobody. I don't care how many it is. That don't mean nothing. When you got Yahweh, which it could be 10,000 of. That's right. Samson killed 1,000 Philistines with a jawbone of an ass. Was he scared? No. Read, because he had Yah with him.
For Yahweh the Elohim is among you,
Is among you. If Yahweh with you, who can be against you?
a mighty Elohim and terrible. And
What? Say it again. A mighty Elohim. What?
A mighty Elohim and terrible.
He was terrible. Boy, when the Almighty get to cutting up, he gonna be terrible with them storms, a hurricane, mudslide, earthquake, drought, flood. He terrible. Read.
Yahweh thy Elohim will put out those nations before thee by little and little.
He gonna get rid of all these nations little by little.
Thou mayest not consume them at once,
I ain't gonna kill them all at one time.
lest the beasts of the field increase upon thee. But Yahweh thy Elohim shall deliver them unto thee, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction.
What a mighty destruction. Yahweh say, what a mighty destruction.
until they be destroyed.
Till there be nobody else.
And he shall deliver their kings into thy hand, and thou shalt destroy their name from under heaven. There shall no man be able to stand before thee.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to stand before us when we in our righteous form, when we doing what Yahweh say do.
Until thou have destroyed them.
To have right.
The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire.
You supposed to take that picture off the wall of your grandmama wall and that cross off the wall and burn it up.
Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
Don't look at pretty how it is. Oh, that's a beautiful cross. It's got gold on the diamonds and it just look beautiful. Don't desire that.
Nor take it unto thee.
Don't take it off your wall and carry it to your house or put it in your car, put it around your neck. Don't do that.
Lest thou be snared therein.
Lest you're going to be tricked by this junk.
For it is an abomination to Yahweh the Elohim.
This is a sin when you wear that cross, when you put it on your wall in your house, in your car. This is a sin. That's when you're going to get your head knocked off. That's the reason why.
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house.
You ain't supposed to get it out your grandmama's house off the wall when she passed away and died and carry it to your house and put it on your wall. You don't bring it in your house. You're already telling you what not to do. Thou shalt not bring an abomination into thy house. Don't go home with it.
Lest thou be a cursed thing like it.
You're going to be cursed just like it. If anything, your house going to burn up and blow up with you in it.
But thou shalt utterly detest it.
That's right.
And thou shalt utterly abhor it.
You should hate it. You're supposed to hate a picture, a cross, a statue, all that junk. Don't have nothing to do with it.
For it is a cursed thing.
That's what's going to get you your curses. Them graven images, all that's going to be a curse and a snap on your tail, whether you know it or not. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 20. The book said, I ain't telling it to you, I'm showing it to you. The book say, when your grandma would die, you go to the funeral, all the pictures and cross she got on the wall, you burn all that up. Don't care to put it in your house. If you can care to put it in your house, but you're going to pay for it. Just know that. Deuteronomy 20. Let's see. 20 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thy enemies.
When we go fight against our enemies.
And seest horses and chariots and people more than thou.
It's 10,000 of them and just 100 of us.
Be not afraid of them.
Don't be studying them.
For Yahweh that Elohim is with thee.
Yahweh with the 100. He going to make sure you eliminate all the 10,000 of them.
Which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
That's right.
And it shall be when ye are come nigh to the battle.
When we in the battle fighting.
That the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. And shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel.
Talking to us.
Ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies.
We finna get ready to fight our enemies, y'all.
Let not your hearts faint.
Don't be weak and scared and trembling.
Fear not.
Don't be scared of none of them. I know it's 10,000 of them, it's just 100 of us. Don't dwell on no numbers. Read.
And do not do not tremble.
Don't be trembling and shaking and scared because it's 10,000 of them, it's just 100 of us.
Neither be ye terrified because of them.
Don't be terrified.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you.
Yahweh the one gonna win the battle, gonna fight the battle for us.
To fight for you against your enemies.
He the one gonna fight for us against our enemies.
To save you.
To save you. So what you scared for? Yahweh gonna save you.
And the officer shall.
That's all I needed. So never be terrified of if it's 10,000 of them and just 100 of us. Ain't nobody scared. The Almighty already finna win. Okay, that was let's go to 4. Deuteronomy 4. No, it didn't say. I'm adding to it. I'm saying when people die, they get their parents and their stuff and carry it home. Don't do that. Go get some. Yeah. Okay, let me get to Deuteronomy 4. I know that it wasn't in the scripture. I'm just letting you know that people kept stuff home, pictures and crosses and statues and stuff, and put it in the house. I'm putting it on thick. Let's go to Deuteronomy 4 and start at the 33.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 33. Did ever people hear the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire?
We heard his voice back in the biblical time.
As thou hast heard and lived?
Yes, sir, man. They heard it and lived.
Or hath Elohim a say to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation?
He gonna go and take him a nation from the midst of another. They're gonna take the Israelite from the other nations.
By temptations.
He gonna do it by temptations.
By signs.
Yahweh gonna do it by signs.
And by wonders.
And he gonna do it by wonders.
And by war.
He gonna do it by war.
And by a mighty hand.
Yahweh gonna do it by a mighty hand.
And by a stretched out arm.
And by a stretched out arm.
And by great terrors.
He gonna do it by great terrors. Almighty say great terror. Hold on, let's look up terrors and terrified. I forgot to do that. What do terror and terrified mean? Terrors and terror.
Terrible, causing great fear or terror, dreadful, very great, severe, very bad or unpleasant.
Knocking heads off.
Terror, great fear.
Great fear. Almighty gonna do it with terror. Great fear. Okay, now finish reading that.
According to all that Yahweh your Elohim did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
He gonna do it the same way and from this land that he did in Egypt. According means just like I did it in Egypt, I'm gonna do it the same way from this land. Read.
Unto thee it will show.
And we saw it. Our forefathers saw it.
That thou mightest know that Yahweh, he is Elohim.
That you may know that he's God.
Out of heaven he made.
No. You forgot something. Read that 35 again.
Unto thee it will show that thou mightest know.
What?
Unto thee it will show that thou mightest know that Yahweh, he is Elohim.
That he's the only God. And what else?
There is none else beside him.
There is none else beside Yahweh. So you can kill that Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. There's another God, and ain't nobody else with him. Read.
Out of heaven he made thee to hear his voice.
Our forefather heard his voice out of the heavens.
That he might instruct thee.
Tell us what to do.
And upon earth he showed thee his great fire.
He showed us his fire. That's Yahweh fire when he burning up stuff. That's his fire.
And thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. And because he loved thy fathers.
Because he loved our forefathers.
Therefore he chose their seed after them.
He chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's seed after them.
And brought thee out in his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt.
That's what he did.
To drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art.
They was greater and mightier than us. Always bigger and badder than us, which they thought.
To bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thy heart, that Yahweh, he is Elohim in heaven above.
He is the God of heaven above.
And upon the earth beneath.
And he's on the earth beneath. He everywhere.
There is none else.
Ain't nobody else. So you can stop talking about somebody else, because ain't nobody else. Read.
Thou shalt keep therefore his statutes.
That's reading why you're supposed to keep Yahweh's statutes.
And his commandments.
And Yahweh's commandments.
Which I command thee this day.
Which he told us to do right now today.
That it may go well with thee.
It's going to go well with you when you be obedient to the commandments and laws and statutes. Y'all, it's going to go well with you. You ain't going to worry about nothing.
And with thy children after thee.
Then your children after you, they ain't got to worry about them being cursed.
and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth,
Then you will live a long time, long peaceful life for a long time on earth,
which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee
which Yahweh giveth us.
forever.
That's right.
Then Moses,
That's all I need. Okay, let's go to 10. Deuteronomy 10. I'll start the 12th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what do Yahweh the Elohim require of thee?
Asking the question, what do Yahweh require of us? What do Yahweh want us to do?
But to fear Yahweh the Elohim,
He want us to fear him,
to walk in all his ways,
to walk in all Yahweh ways. Now he's telling you what he wants you to do. Fear him, walk in all his ways. What else?
and to love him,
He want us to love him
and to serve Yahweh the Elohim with all thy heart and with all thy soul,
and serve Yahweh with all your heart and with all your soul. That means you don't need no other book, no other God, or no other nothing.
to keep the commandments of Yahweh,
To keep the commandments of Yahweh. He want us to do that.
and statutes,
Want us to do that. Keep the statutes.
which I command thee this day for thy good.
This was going to be good for you. This is going to be good to you, good for you.
Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is Yahweh's the Elohim.
He telling you, I'm the God of the heavens of the heavens of the heavens.
The earth also,
The earth is mine.
with all that therein is,
And everything in this earth belong to Yah. You understand me?
only Yahweh had a delight in thy fathers to love them,
I delight in our father with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
and he chose their seed after them,
And he chose us. He didn't choose the Chinese, the Puerto Rican, the German, the Russian, the Japanese, the Indians, none of them. He chose us
even you above all people,
above all people. What do the word all mean? I ain't got to tell you. You already know above all people. If you're a people, he's talking to you. He above all people.
as it is this day.
Yes, it is this day. Yes.
Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart,
Circumcise the foreskin of your heart. Change.
and be no more stiff-necked.
And don't be no stiff-necked. Can't nobody tell you nothing. I'm trying to tell you about what Yahweh said. You telling me about what JC said. I'm telling you what Moses said. You telling me what John said. Stiff-necked. Because you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Can't tell you nothing. You're hard-headed, but you're going to get your head knocked off.
For Yahweh your Elohim is Elohim of gods, and Yahweh of masters, a great Elohim.
That's right. He the God of gods and the Lord of lords.
A mighty
And mighty.
and a terrible,
What? Say it again. And what?
and a terrible,
What? Say it again.
and a terrible,
What? Say it again.
and a terrible,
He terrible.
which regarded not persons,
And he ain't studying no person. He don't owe you no respect. He don't owe you no nothing, no explanation. He ain't studying you, me, or nobody. Talking about you gotta Almighty owe you some respect. Read.
nor take it reward.
You can't buy your way into the kingdom. Almighty don't want your money. You can't do nothing but keep his commandments, laws, and statutes, and precepts, and judgment. That's what you can do and gonna do if you want the Almighty to show some mercy on your tail. He ain't told you to, he don't want no money. Show me where Yahweh wants some money at. Okay, go to Deuteronomy 26. Show me where you can pay your way for Yahweh, where he wants some money at. He wants you to obey his laws. And ain't now one of his laws say give nobody no money. Okay, 26 and started the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 1. And it shall be when thou art come in unto the land which Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance, and possesses it, and dwellest therein, that thou shalt take of the first of all the fruit of the earth, which thou shalt bring of thy land that Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee, and shalt put it in a basket, and shall go unto the place which Yahweh thy Elohim shall choose to place his name there.
And that's Jerusalem.
And thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto Yahweh thy Elohim, that I am come unto the country which Yahweh swore unto our fathers for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of thy hand, and set it down before the altar of Yahweh thy Elohim. And thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy Elohim, a Syrian ready to perish was my father, and he went down into Egypt.
And Abraham was a Syrian, but he became a Hebrew because the Hebrew mean crossed over. So he was a Syrian for read.
And sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage. And when we cry unto Yahweh Elohim of our fathers,
when we cried to Yahweh our fathers, watch this, y'all.
Yahweh heard our voice.
Yahweh heard our voice when we started crying.
And looked on our affliction.
And he looked how we was getting our head knocked off by the other nations.
And our labor.
And labored, the Egyptians and everybody else.
And our oppression.
And saw how we was being oppressed. He looking at right now how this man treating us. They ain't gonna get away with it. Read.
And Yahweh brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
He brought us up out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
And with an outstretched arm.
And with an outstretched arm.
And with great terribleness.
And with great terribleness. He gonna do it again like he did it then.
And with signs and with wonders.
That's all I needed. He gonna do it again. That's right. Let's go to Judges. Yahweh is terrible and full of terror. Okay, Judges. Start the 13th chapter. First verse.
Judges chapter 13, verse 1. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yahweh.
And we did evil in the sight of Yahweh.
And Yahweh delivered them into the hand of the Philistines 40 years.
And every time we do evil, Yahweh put us in captivity and bondage. Oh yeah, let me ask a question if I forget. What is the reason why we in America? Why did we have to come over here to the United States? Why is we here? What's the reason why we here? I'm just asking a question because I'm kind of getting off the subject, but I intend to ask it earlier, but I forgot. What's the reason? Okay, thank you. That's it. That's right. Ancestors sinned. They broke the commandment. That's all true. Yeah, that's all true. Now let me get back to this book. Yeah, the reason why we're in the United States because our forefathers sinned against Yahweh by not keeping this commandment. Right. Okay, now finish reading that.
And there was a certain man of Zorah of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not.
Now Manoah, this is Samson's daddy and mother. Manoah is his father, and what's his mama name? What did it say it? It didn't say it yet. Okay, go ahead.
And the angel of Yahweh appeared unto the woman.
And the angel of Yahweh appeared to this woman.
And said unto her, Behold, now thou art barren, and bearest not, but thou shalt conceive and bear a son.
You ain't pregnant, and you ain't pregnant, you ain't been pregnant, but you're going to get pregnant. You're going to have a son.
Now therefore beware, I pray thee.
Now beware, and I pray thee. Now this was the angel told Manoah's wife.
Drink not wine nor strong drink.
Don't drink no wine and no gin and heavy hill and vodka and the 1800. Don't drink none of that.
And eat not any unclean thing.
Don't eat no catfish, pork chop, shrimp, lobster, crab, and all this old frog legs and all that. Don't eat none of that.
For lo, thou shalt conceive.
Then you shall conceive.
And bear a son.
And you're going to bear a son.
And no razor shall come on his head.
He shall never cut his hair. His hair going to be way down here. Ain't going to never cut it.
For the child shall be a Nazarite unto Elohim from the womb.
This is a Nazarite child. The Nazarite child mean his mama couldn't eat no grapes, none of the vine, couldn't drink strong drinks, couldn't drink no grape juice, or none of that, and couldn't eat no shrimp, crab, lobster, oyster, catfish, pork chop, chitlins, hog maws, and pig feet. Couldn't do none of that.
And he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
And he gonna be one of our saviors.
Then the woman came and told her husband.
Then she went home and told her husband what the man of Elohim said,
saying, a man of Elohim came unto me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of Elohim.
And he was an angel of Yah.
Very terrible.
Very terrible. Boy, that means he was scary looking. And I'm gonna show y'all one day how an angel look. I might not have time today, but he was terrible looking, boy. They look terrible. Oh, okay, keep reading.
But I asked him not whence he was.
I didn't ask you where you was from.
Neither told he me his name.
He didn't tell me nothing. He just told me what to do and what not to do.
But he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive.
But you gonna get pregnant.
And bear a son.
And you gonna bear a son.
And now drink no wine nor strong drink.
Don't drink no Crown Royal, no Hennessy and Cavasse and 1800 and wine.
Neither eat any unclean thing.
Don't eat no pork chops, shrimp, lobster, crab, and catfish and oyster like y'all do.
For the child shall be a Nazarite to Elohim from the womb to the day of his death.
He gonna be a Nazarite all the way to the graveyard.
Then Manoah entreated Yahweh and said, O my Yahweh, let the man of Elohim which thou didst send come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And Elohim hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of Elohim came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Manoah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband, and said unto him, behold, the man hath appeared unto me that came unto me the other day. And Manoah arose and went after his wife, and came to the man, and said unto him, art thou the man that speakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him?
What we supposed to do with the child? How we gonna do it?
And the angel of Yahweh said unto Manoah, of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware.
She already know.
She may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine.
She can't eat nothing to come off a vine.
Neither let her drink wine or strong drink.
Can't do none of that.
Nor eat any unclean thing.
Can't do none of that.
All that I commanded her, let her observe.
Because you are what you eat. If a woman is pregnant, 9 times out of 10, whatever she conceive in her stomach, that baby gonna do. If you got smoking crack, tooting heroin, shooting dope, all that you a fool. Because you supposed to stop doing all that. Kill yourself, not the baby. Listen, when them women get pregnant, your whole diet supposed to change. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop drinking. Stop abusing your body, putting all this stuff in it. All this stuff that don't go in. Then after you had your baby, you're supposed to breastfeed her for about a year. 9 months to a year, you breastfeed that baby. There ain't no Similac and all that junk that the white folks made for you to give your baby, which is poison. She supposed to be sucking out them titties. You let your man suck on them. You supposed to let your baby suck on them. You retarded fool. You'll let a man suck on your titty, but you won't let no baby suck on them. Oh, it hurt. Keep reading.
And Manoah said unto the angel of Yahweh, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. And the angel of Yahweh said unto Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread. And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto Yahweh. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of Yahweh. And Manoah said unto the angel of Yahweh.
Okay, that's I'm through with that, really. I had enough of that. Yeah, let's go to what was that, Judges? Let's go to Samuel. Second, no. Let me see. 2 Samuel 7. Oh, 2 Samuel chapter 7. Start at go to 22. Yeah.
Second Samuel chapter 7, verse 22. Wherefore thou art great, O Yahweh Elohim,
He is great.
for there is none like thee.
Ain't nobody in the world, out the world, on the world is like thee. Ain't nobody like Yah.
Neither is there any Elohim beside thee.
Ain't no father and son with our God, which is Yahweh. Ain't nobody with him. He by himself.
According to all that we have heard with our ears.
We heard this from our forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah.
And what one nation in the earth is like thy people?
Ain't no nation on earth like the nappy-headed Israelite. We are the chosen people. We're supposed to be walking upright, like and acting like Hebrews, like the Almighty made us. We're supposed to be popping corn and telling the other nations what Yahweh hated and what he loved and how to do right. Read.
Even like Israel,
Ain't nobody like us.
whom Elohim went to redeem for a people to himself.
Who he went to deliver for a people unto himself, because he knocked the Egyptian's head off for us.
And to make him a name.
To make him a name.
And to do for you great things and terrible.
Yahweh do great and terrible things for his people. The ones that love Yahweh and keep his commandments and stuff, he gonna do great things and gonna be terrible.
For thy land.
For thy land.
Before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever.
Be a people forever.
And thou, Yahweh, art become their Elohim.
That's right. That's all I need. Let's go to Job. So when you love Yahweh and obey him, he gonna protect you. Just that simple. If you don't love Yahweh and don't keep his commandment, he gonna let anything and everything happen to you, evil and wrong and bad. That's right. You can't get something for nothing. You think the Almighty gonna give you something and you ain't studying him? You ain't gonna get nobody nothing that ain't studying you. When you work for that man, Charlie, when you work, you expect to get paid. You ain't gonna work for free. I know you ain't. And the Almighty ain't gonna do nothing for free either, but knock your head off. Job 37 to start at the second verse.
Job chapter 37, verse 2. Hear attentively the noise of his voice and the sound that goeth out of his mouth.
Talking about Yahweh.
He directed it under the whole heaven.
Talking about Yahweh.
And his lightning unto the ends of the earth.
Talking about Yahweh is lightning.
After it a voice roareth.
A voice roar. That thunder is his voice. Yahweh's voice roar.
He thundereth with the voice of his excellency.
That's right.
And he will not stay them when his voice is heard. Elohim thundereth marvelously with his voice.
Yahweh thunder marvelous with his voice. That thunder is his voice, y'all.
Great things doeth he.
He do a great thing with that weather,
which we cannot comprehend.
You can't comprehend how it snow, how it rain. You can't comprehend what them clouds made out of. You can't comprehend how the Most High created the heaven and the earth. You can't comprehend that.
For he said to the snow.
He say to the snow,
be thou on the earth.
He tell the snow to go to the earth.
Likewise to the small rain.
He tell the rain to go to the earth. You can't understand that.
And to the great rain of his strength.
That's right. He do it all.
He sealeth up the hand of every man.
Of every man.
That all men may know his work.
And you gonna know that the Almighty put that tree on your house. That them icicles on them trees come from Yah. That Yahweh controls the weather. Yahweh is the weather man, not the man on your TV you looking at. Read.
Then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places.
Why do the beasts going in there, because when it start lightning and thundering and hell and rain, the beasts get scared and go in the den. They don't do no hunting and doing on that when the Almighty using that weather. They go somewhere and ball up and get quiet.
Out of the south cometh the whirlwind.
Out of the south here come a hurricane. I mean, earthquake. No, what's that? A tornado. Out of the south come a tornado.
And cold out of the north.
And out of the north come cold weather. 25 below zero. You can't stand it. Read.
By the breath of Elohim, frost is given.
By the breath of Yahweh, frost all over the world. Frost when you go outside in the morning in December, January. When you see that frost, that's Yahweh breath. Read.
And the breath of the waters is straightened.
It's straightened.
Also by watering he wearieth the thick cloud.
The water come from the cloud.
He scattereth his bright cloud.
He scattered his bright clouds everywhere.
And it is turned round about by his counsels,
He turned around by his counsel,
that they may do whatsoever he commanded them upon the face of the world and the earth.
The weather do what Yahweh tell it to do. The weather do what Yah say do. Read that again. Talking about the white man do it, make it snow, make it, you are lie. Read that again.
And it is turned round about by his counsels,
by Yahweh counsel,
that they may do whatsoever he commanded them upon the face of the world and the earth.
That the weather do what Yahweh tell it to do. Yahweh do it. Read.
He caused it to come, whether for correction or for his land or for mercy.
That's the reason why he do it.
Hearken unto this, O Job, stand still and consider the wondrous works of Elohim.
The wondrous works of Yah.
Doest thou know when Elohim disposed them and caused the light of his cloud to shine?
He the one caused the light to shine in the cloud at night.
Dost thou know the balancing of the clouds?
Do you know the balancing of the clouds? No.
The wondrous works of him which is perfect in knowledge.
Yahweh is perfect in knowledge.
How thy garments are worn when he quieted the earth by the south wind.
That's right.
Hast thou with him spread out the sky?
Yahweh spread out the sky,
which is strong,
and
as a molten looking glass. Teach us what we shall say unto him, for we cannot order our speech by reason of darkness. Shall it be told him that I speak? If a man speak, surely he shall be swallowed up. And now when men see not the bright light which is in the clouds, but the wind passeth and cleanseth them.
That's right. That's all I want. Okay, let's go to Job 30. 39. Job 39 and 20.
Job chapter 39, verse 20. Canst thou make him afraid as a grasshopper?
Yes, he can.
The glory of his nostrils is terrible.
The glory of Yahweh's nostrils is terrible. That's all I need. Let's go to he can make some things happen out of his nostrils that's terrible. That's right. Let's see, Psalm 47. and 1.
Psalms chapter 47, verse 1. Oh, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
All ye people.
All the people.
Shout unto Elohim with the voice of triumph.
That's right. Read.
For Yahweh Most High is terrible.
Read it again. What?
For Yahweh Most High is terrible.
What did he say? Say it again.
For Yahweh Most High is terrible.
He's terrible with that weather. Trees falling on your house. 100 feet of snow. He's terrible. Read.
He is a great king over all the earth.
What? Say it again.
He is a great king over all the earth.
All the earth. So I don't care what book you reading out of. My God is the king over all the earth. Any terrible. Read.
He shall subdue the people under us,
He gonna knock your head off. Conquer.
and the nations under our feet. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved.
He love us.
Selah. Elohim is gone up with a shout, Yahweh with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to Elohim.
That's right. Sing praise to Elohim, not nobody else.
Sing praises unto our King.
Our King, King Yah.
Sing praises, for Elohim is the King of all the earth.
What? Say it again.
For Elohim is the King of all the earth.
What? Say it again.
For Elohim is the King of all the earth.
All the earth.
Sing ye praises with understanding. Elohim reigneth over the heathen.
Yahweh reign over the white folks.
Elohim sitteth upon the throne of his holiness.
Of his holiness, Yahweh running it from heaven. Donald Trump worked for Yah.
The princes of the people are gathered together, even the people of the Elohim of Abraham.
That's right.
For the shields of the earth belong unto Elohim.
Belong to him.
He is greatly exalted.
That's right. Supposed to be praising the mighty Yah because he run everything. Okay, let's go to 65. Psalm 65. Start at 65. Let me see. 4.
Psalm chapter 65, verse 4. Blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. By terrible things in righteousness wilt thou answer us.
Terrible things he gonna answer us.
O Elohim of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and of them that are afar off upon the sea, which by his strength setteth fast the mountains, being girded with power, which stilleth the noise of the seas, the noise of their waves, and the tumult of the people.
He do it all.
They also that dwell in the uttermost parts are afraid at thy tokens.
They afraid of Yahweh token.
Thou makest the outgoings of the morning and evening to rejoice. Thou visitest the earth.
Yahweh visits the earth. We know when he visits the earth what he gonna be doing.
And waterest it.
Yahweh watered the earth.
Thou greatly enrichest it with the river of Elohim, which is full of water.
Full of water, the river, the ocean, and all the Mississippi River, Ohio River.
Thou preparest them corn when thou hast so provided for it. Thou waterest the ridges thereof abundantly.
Yahweh watered the ridges.
Thou settlest the furs thereof. Thou makest it soft with showers. Thou blessest the springing thereof.
Yahweh do it all, y'all.
Thou crownest the year with thy goodness.
If you have a good year in the harvest, that's Yahweh.
And thy paths drop fatness. They drop upon the pastures of the wilderness, and the little hills rejoice on every side. The pastures are clothed with flocks. The valleys also are covered over with corn. They shout for joy. They also sing.
That's right. Okay. Let's go to let me go Judges. Let me see. Judges. Judges chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5, verse 5.
Judges chapter 5, verse 5. The mountains melted from before Yahweh.
Yahweh melt the mountains.
Even that Sinai from before Yahweh, Elohim of Israel.
The God of Israel. That's right. Yahweh melt the mountains. Okay, let's go to, near. Let's see. here, go to Nehemiah. Yeah, Nehemiah 1, chapter 1, verse 4.
Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 4. And it came to pass when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days.
Nehemiah say, sign and wept and mourn certain days.
And fasted.
And
prayed before the Elohim of heaven.
And prayed to Yah.
And said, I beseech thee, O Yahweh Elohim of heaven.
Now Nehemiah praying to Yahweh.
The great and terrible Elohim.
He say, great and terrible.
That keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments.
And keepeth mercy to the ones that love him and keep his commandments.
Let thy ear now be attentive and thy eyes open.
And your eyes open.
That thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant.
Their servant, Nehemiah say he's the servant.
Which I pray before thee now.
He prayed before Yahweh now.
Day and night.
Day and night.
For the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel.
I'm praying for the sins of my people, the nappy-headed Israelites, the one that rebelled against Yah. I'm praying for them.
Which we have sinned against thee.
Which we all have sinned against Yah.
Both I and my father's house have sinned.
That's right. Me and my father's house, me and my house, we all have sinned once upon a time.
We have dealt very corruptly against thee.
We have dealt very corruptly against Yahweh when we don't keep his commandment, laws, and statutes. That's corruptly.
And have not kept the commandments.
And when you do corruptly, you don't keep the commandment. That's how you corrupt. You corrupt when you don't obey the Most High Yahweh. Read that 5 again. No, that's 7. Yeah.
We have dealt very corruptly against thee.
Now, how do you deal very corruptly against Yah? It's going to tell you.
And have not kept the commandments.
And have not kept the commandment. That's when you're riding in no good.
Nor the statutes.
Riding in no good.
Nor the judgments.
Riding in no good when you don't do this.
Which thou commandest thy servant Moses.
He told Moses to tell us what to do. Yahweh told Moses to tell us.
Remember,
don't forget.
I beseech thee.
I beg thee, Yahweh.
The word that thou commandest thy servant Moses.
The word that you commanded Moses to do.
Saying. If you transgress.
Talking to all of us.
I will scatter you abroad among the nations.
I'm going to scatter you all through the United States, all through everywhere. When you transgress, I'm going to scatter you. That's the reason why we're here. Read.
But if you turn unto me.
While you in captivity, if you turn to Yahweh, while you done been doing wrong and you decide to do right.
And keep my commandments.
And start keeping his commandments in captivity and bondage and slavery.
And do them.
It don't say talk about them. It say be about them and do them.
Though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven.
Then why I scattered y'all all over the world?
Yet will I gather them from thence.
I'm going to come back and get you in captivity while you keeping the commandments.
And will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there.
And I'm going to carry you back to Jerusalem, back to Israel, where you come from, if you keep your commandments in captivity. That's what I'm talking about now. Now go to Nehemiah 4. Start at the 9th verse.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 9. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our Elohim and set a watch against them day and night because of them. And Judah said, the strength of the bearers of burdens is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversary said, they shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them and slay them and cause the work to cease.
No, I don't want that. I thought I made a mistake. That ain't what I want. Let's see. I want to go back to Psalms. Yes. Psalm 66. 66 and 1.
Psalm chapter 66, verse 1. Make a joyful noise unto Elohim, all ye lands.
That's right.
Sing forth the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say unto Elohim, how terrible art thou in thy works.
Supposed to say, how terrible you in your works, Yahweh. Yahweh, terrible.
Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee.
That's right. Through his power and his terror, he going to knock the enemy's head off. Anybody that hate Yahweh is his enemy, and if you ain't keeping his laws and commandments, statutes, and judgment, you his enemy. Read.
All the earth shall worship thee.
All the earth supposed to be worshiping Yahweh, not JC and all these other gods, these other books. Fool, read.
And shall sing unto thee.
Sing the Yah.
They shall sing to thy name.
Sing the Yahweh name.
Selah. Come and see the works of Elohim.
And tell the Gentiles and everybody, come see what Yahweh did with that tree, with that hurricane, with that mudslide, with that tornado, with that flood, with these animals.
He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men.
He terrible. Say it again. He terrible.
He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men.
In his doing. Yahweh sent that weather. He terrible when he sent that weather. On the news, 100 people got killed in the fire, in the hurricane, tornado, mud. Well, none of them keeping the commandment. That's why they dead. Now read that again. That 5th verse.
Come and see the works of Elohim.
Come on, y'all, to see what Yahweh did down the street to that house.
He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men.
He terrible to them. Why? Because they don't keep his commandment, laws, and statutes. Read.
He turned the sea into dry land.
He turned the sea into the dry land. Yahweh did it.
They went through the flood on foot.
We went through the flood on foot on dry ground.
There did we rejoice in him.
We rejoiced. We was happy.
He ruled by his power forever.
Yahweh ruled by his power forever.
His eyes behold the nations.
His eyes looking at everybody. Yahweh see everybody, everything that everybody doing. All the nations.
Let not the rebellious exalt themselves.
Let not the rebellious be bragging on themselves, but it ain't worth 2 dead flies.
Selah. Oh, bless our Elohim, ye people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, which holdeth our soul and life, and suffereth not our feet to be moved. For thou, O Elohim, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us, as silver is tried.
That's right. He tried like silver.
Thou broughtest us into the net. Thou laidest affliction upon our loins. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place.
That's right. Yahweh gonna bring you out of a mighty place. He gonna put it on you, but he gonna save you. Okay, let's go to 68 and Psalm 68 and 34.
Psalm chapter 68, verse 34. Ascribe ye strength unto Elohim. His excellency is over Israel,
It's over us.
and his strength is in the clouds.
That's right.
O Elohim, thou art terrible out of thy holy places.
He terrible.
The Elohim of Israel is he that giveth strength and power unto his people.
That's right. He the one give us strength. The God of Israel, the Elohim of Israel is the one to give us strength and power unto his people. Blessed be the Elohim. That's right. You're truly right. Okay, let's go to 70. Okay. 70, let me see, I got the wrong one. 76 and 7.
Psalm chapter 76, verse 7. Thou, even thou, art to be feared,
You're supposed to be feared, fearing Most High.
and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry, thou didst cause judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still.
The earth feared and it was still.
When Elohim arose to judgment to save all the meek of the earth,
He's going to save all the meek of the earth.
Selah, surely the wrath of man shall praise thee, the remainder of wrath shalt thou restrain, thou, and pay unto Yahweh your Elohim.
Pay unto Yahweh the Elohim, your God.
Let all that be round about him bring presents unto him that ought to be feared.
That everybody bring Yahweh a present to be feared.
He shall cut off the spirit of princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth.
Yahweh is terrible to the kings of the earth. Anybody that don't obey Yahweh, he's terrible to him. That's right. He ain't going to play with you. He is not going to be playing with you when he turn up. Okay. Psalm 99. First verse, yeah, 99. Cold-blooded right here.
Psalm chapter 99, verse 1. Yahweh reigneth.
Yahweh run the show.
Let the people tremble.
Let everybody be scared when that weather get out there and get the cutting up.
He sitteth between the cherubims.
He's sitting between the cherubim, the angels.
Let the earth be moved.
Let the earth be moved because he's sitting up there between his angels, a host.
Yahweh is great in Zion.
He's great.
And he is high above all the people.
He above all the people.
Let them praise thy great and terrible name.
Yahweh great and terrible name. He's terrible, y'all.
For it is holy.
It is holy.
The king's strength also loveth judgment.
Loveth judgment.
Thou doest establish equity. Thou executest judgment and righteousness in Jacob.
In Jacob. Not everybody.
Exalt ye Yahweh Elohim.
You're supposed to be exalting Yah.
And worship at his footstool.
And worship at Yahweh's footstool, not nobody else, fool.
For he is holy.
Yahweh is holy. Now, here go the corn right here.
Moses and Aaron among his priests.
Moses and Aaron among his priests.
And Samuel among them that call upon his name.
And Samuel and all of them called upon Yahweh's name. They didn't call upon another God, fool.
They called upon Yahweh.
When Moses and Aaron called up and Samuel called upon Yahweh,
and he answered them.
Yahweh answered them.
He spake unto them in the cloudy pillar.
He spake back to him. He spoke back to him.
They kept his testimonies.
They kept his testimony. That's when he listening to him.
And the ordinance that he gave them.
And the ordinance Yahweh gave them, they kept them.
Thou answerest them.
Yahweh answered them.
O Yahweh Elohim, thou wast the Elohim that forgavest them.
Forgavest them. Whatever they did, he forgave them.
Though thou tookest vengeance of their inventions, exalt Yahweh Elohim.
Exalt.
And worship at his holy hill.
And worship at Yahweh holy hill.
For Yahweh Elohim is holy.
Yahweh Elohim is holy. That's right. He is holy. Or that let's see. 106. No, what I just got to read.
99.
Okay, 99. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on 106. Start at the first verse.
Psalm chapter 106, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh.
Give thanks to Yah.
For he is good.
He is good. He woke you up this morning.
For his mercy endure forever.
And if his mercy wasn't doing forever, you'd be dead.
Who can utter the mighty acts of Yahweh?
Who can utter the mighty acts? Nobody.
Who can show forth all his praise?
All his praise.
Blessed are they that keep judgment.
Bless all the people that keep Yahweh judgment.
And he that doeth righteousness at all times.
He that doeth righteousness all time, not some of the time, not most of the time, not few of the time. He got to be righteous all the time.
Remember me.
Remember Yah.
O Yahweh, with the favor that thou bearest unto thy people. O visit me with thy salvation,
Visit me with thy salvation, Yahweh.
that I may see the good of thy chosen,
See the good of your chosen,
that I may rejoice in the gladness of thy nation,
of thy nation.
that I may glory with thy inheritance. We have sinned with our fathers.
We all have sinned with our fathers.
We have committed iniquity. We have done wickedly.
And when you sin against Yahweh, that means you breaking his commandment, laws, and statutes. That's the only sin you can do. Sin is the transgression of a law, and when you break a law, you sin it. Read.
Our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt.
That's right. Else they wouldn't have built that golden calf.
They remember not the multitude of thy mercies,
Or they wouldn't have built that golden calf in the wilderness.
but provoked him at the sea,
Provoked him at the sea.
even at the Red Sea.
And at the Red Sea.
Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake.
He saved them for his name's sake because he's so merciful. That's the reason why he said it, because he's so merciful.
That he might make his mighty power to be known. He rebuked the Red Sea also,
He rebuked the Red Sea because he split it in half.
and it was dried up.
That's right.
So he led them through the depths as through the wilderness, and he saved them from the hand of him that hated them.
He saved us from the Egyptians. Don't you know Yahweh will save you from your enemies? If you love him and keep his commandment, he will protect you and save you. To read that again now.
And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them.
He saved Moses and them from the hand of the Egyptians, Pharaoh and them.
And remembered them from the hand of the enemy. And redeemed them from the hand of the enemy.
And delivered them from the hand of the enemy. Yahweh will do the same thing today. Ain't nothing changed. Yahweh ain't never changed. He the same God way back then, same God today. He don't change. Read.
And the waters covered their enemies.
And he drowned all Pharaoh's armies.
There was not one of them left.
Hey, he killed them all. Not some of them, not most of them, not few, all of them.
Then believed they his words. They sang his praise.
Then after they saw the Red Sea swallow up all the Egyptians, then they believed then. It took all that to believe.
They soon forgot his works.
Then they soon forgot. They forgot all about what Yahweh did to Egypt.
They waited not for his counsel,
They didn't wait on Yahweh's counsel.
but lusted exceedingly in the wilderness.
They lusted considering in the will. They wanted a table with some other kind of food on the table. They want to eat double cheeseburgers and French fries and Waffle House. They want all this in the wilderness.
And tempted Elohim in the desert.
They tempted him in the desert.
And he gave them their request,
He gave them what they wanted.
but sent leanness into their soul.
That's right. He sent leaning to their soul.
They envied Moses also in the camp.
They didn't like Moses, just like they don't like me today. They didn't like Moses. They don't like me either.
And Aaron, the saint of Yahweh.
And Aaron, the saint of Yahweh.
The earth opened and swallowed up Dathan and covered the company of Abiram.
Y'all remember when that happened? When Moses was on one side and the Reubenites and Abraham was on the other side. And Moses said, this day you're going to find out who the Almighty loves. He said, boy, look, all y'all that follow me, Yahweh and me, come on over here. Some of them ran over there with Moses. Some of them stayed over there with their clown. And all of them got swallowed up by the earth. Read.
And a fire was kindled in their company. The flame burned up the wicked.
The flame burnt up the wicked.
They made a calf in Horeb.
And them retarded people made a calf and a golden calf because they was brainwashed, bamboos, and hoodwinked. They was stuck on they was Egyptianized like they're Americanized today. That's how these people is today. They're Americanized just like the Egyptians. They was Egyptianized. These were like back then. So they traded the golden calf in for a cross today and don't even know it. Read.
And worship the molten image.
And worship a molten. Our people doing the same thing, worshiping a graven image, a cross that can't do nothing for you. Retarded fool.
Thus they changed their glory into the similitude of an ox that eats grass.
That's right.
They forgot Elohim, their savior.
They forgot all about Yahweh, their savior. Forgot all about him.
which had done great things in Egypt,
which had did great things in Egypt, but they forgot all about Yahweh because they've been brainwashed, bamboozled by the Egyptians.
wondrous works in the land of Ham, and terrible things by the Red Sea. Therefore he said that he would destroy them.
He gonna destroy them.
Had not Moses his chosen stood before him in the
If
breach.
it had not been for Moses, Yahweh was gonna kill them all. Now read it again, make it make sense. Read that 23.
Therefore he said that he would destroy them.
Therefore Yahweh said he would destroy them.
Had not Moses chosen stood before him in the breach.
If it hadn't been for Moses standing in the breach,
to turn away his wrath,
to turn away Yahweh's wrath,
lest he should destroy them.
Lest he should destroy them, and the only reason why he didn't destroy them because of Moses.
Yea, they despised the pleasant land.
They despised and hated the pleasant land.
They believe not his word.
And right now today, they don't believe Yahweh's words. They don't believe what I'm saying is true. These people retarded. These people do not believe what I'm reading out this book. Same way them people did back then, them nappy-headed Israelites didn't believe, they don't believe today. Now read it again. I'm just talking about these people today.
Yea, they despise the pleasant land.
They despise the pleasant land.
They believe not his word.
And they don't believe nothing Yahweh say. That's right. That's right. They're going to get the head knocked off, though. We ain't going to worry about it. They don't believe. He going to show them. He going to use Trump to show y'all. Don't believe. Keep on not believing. I bet you're going to pay for it. He don't know what he's talking about. He this and that. That's same thing they did to Moses. They belittled Moses, talked about him, and threw him under the bus and roasted him. They do me the same way. Talk about me. Throw me on the bus, roast me. But behind my back, they ain't going to do it in front of the screen. I bet you ain't now one of them going to debate me for $1,000. They ain't going to do that. They'll talk behind my back, but they ain't going to get in my face and say, let's go on this camera, and I'm going to show you that you're lying. I'm going to show you that you're a hypocrite. I'm going to show you that you don't know what you're talking about. Show me! I'm begging you to show me. Go to Psalm 145. Start the first verse. Show me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Show me that I'm lying. Show me I'm a hypocrite. Show me anything. Read that 45 and 1.
Psalm chapter 145, verse 1. I will extol thee, my Elohim, O King, and I will bless thy name forever and ever.
I'm going to bless Yahweh's name all the way to the grave, y'all, forever and ever.
Every day will I bless thee.
Every day I'm going to praise Yah.
And I will praise thy name forever and ever.
All the way to the graveyard. Last thing you're supposed to be saying out your mouth on your deathbed is, thank the mighty Yah.
Great is Yahweh.
Great is Yahweh.
And greatly to be praised.
And Yahweh is the only one that's greatly to be praised.
And his greatness is unsearchable.
His greatness is uncertain. You can't find out how far the moon is from the sun. Anything that he created, you can't find out.
One generation shall praise thy works to another.
That's right. Generation after generation. My kids going to be praising Yah. Supposed to be anyway.
And shall declare thy mighty acts.
The acts of Yah.
I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty.
I'm going to tell the world about Yah.
And of thy wondrous works.
About them hurricanes and mudslides and earthquakes and tornadoes.
And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts.
I'm speaking of the terrible acts of Yah. Read that again.
And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts.
Men should talk about Yahweh, brag about Yah.
And I will declare thy greatness.
I'm going to declare Yahweh greatness.
They shall abundantly utter the memory of thy great goodness, and shall sing of thy righteousness. Yahweh is gracious.
He is gracious.
And full of compassion.
And full of compassion. That's when you still living.
Slow to anger.
That's when he ain't knocked your head off because he's slow to anger.
And of great mercy.
And great mercy. But he mad at the wicked every day. Don't forget that. Read.
Yahweh is good to all.
He good to all. He woke you up. You live to get 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years old. He good to all.
And his tender mercies are over all his works.
Over all his works.
All thy works shall praise thee,
All his works should praise Yahweh.
O Yahweh, and thy saints shall bless thee.
The saints
They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom
of thy kingdom.
and talk of thy power.
And I'm gonna talk about Yahweh power. I don't glorify nobody but Yah. I give men and women their props, don't get it wrong, but I ain't gonna glorify nobody but Yah.
To make known to the sons of men his mighty acts,
To make known to everybody that Yahweh run it all. Yahweh is the creator of heaven and earth. He ain't got no father, mother, and no birthday, no death date like JC do. JC got a father and mother. Got a birthday and a death. Yahweh ain't got none of that. Read.
and the glorious majesty of his kingdom. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom,
It's an everlasting kingdom.
and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations.
All generations. What verse you at?
14.
Okay.
Yahweh upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. The eyes of all wait upon thee,
Everybody's waiting up on Yahweh
and thou givest them their meat in due season.
and give the meat in due season.
Thou openest thy hand, thy hand, and satisfies the desire of every living thing.
The Almighty open up his hand and feed the land, feed all the animals in the sea and in the air and on earth. The bird, the fish, and the beast. Feed them all.
Yahweh is righteous in all his ways,
In all his ways.
and holy in all his works.
That's right.
Yahweh is nigh unto all them that call upon him,
Yahweh is right there with you when you call up on him.
to all that call upon him in truth.
Everybody that call up on Yahweh in truth,
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him.
he gonna fulfill the desire of the ones that fear him.
He also will hear their cry
Yahweh gonna hear the righteous crying,
and will save them.
and he gonna save the righteous.
Yahweh preserveth all them that love him,
Yahweh preserveth all the ones that love him. That means he protect and put them up. Set them aside. He protect them and set them aside and put them up. Preserve.
but all the wicked will he destroy.
All the wicked gonna get their head knocked off. And who is the wicked? The ones that disobey the Most High Yah. The ones that turn their back on Yah. The ones that don't do nothing that Yahweh say do. Them the wicked. Gonna get your head knocked off. Read.
My mouth shall speak the praise of Yahweh,
I'm talking about Yahweh every day to somebody. I don't care if they want to hear it or not, get mad or whatever. I'm going to talk about Yah every day.
and let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever.
Let all flesh. If you got flesh on you, he talking to you. Let all, what did it say do with the flesh? The last verse?
My mouth shall speak the praise of Yahweh, and let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever.
Let everybody that's got some skin on their body praise the mighty Yah. Only people he ain't talking about is the body that ain't got no skin. If you got skin on your tail, on them bones, he talking to you. Read it again.
My mouth shall speak the praise of Yahweh, and let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever.
Let all flesh praise the mighty Yah. Now he talking to everybody. What was that? Psalm 106? No, it was okay. Go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 20, verse. I think I went. Let's see. Oh, 11. Verse 11.
Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 11. But Yahweh is with me as a mighty terrible one.
Now, if he with you as a mighty terrible one, man, he gonna be knocking heads off and killing and doing a whole lot, so because they ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. That's when he's terrible. Read that verse again.
But Yahweh is with me as a mighty terrible one.
As a mighty terrible one. He with me as a mighty terrible one, making sure don't nothing happen to me.
Therefore my persecutors shall stumble,
That's when everybody that's trying to kill me or do me some harm gonna get their head knocked off.
and they shall not prevail.
And you ain't gonna get up on me.
They shall be greatly ashamed.
You're gonna be greatly ashamed.
For they shall not prosper.
You ain't gonna prosper. You think you're gonna get away with it?
Their everlasting confusion shall never be forgotten.
Ain't gonna never be forgotten.
But, O Yahweh of hosts, that triest the righteous,
He tried the righteous.
and seest the reins and the heart, let me see thy vengeance on them.
Let me see the vengeance upon my enemies.
For unto thee have I opened my calls. Sing unto Yahweh.
Singing to Yahweh, because I done told Yahweh my cause. I done prayed to him and want something bad to happen to somebody.
Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye Yahweh.
For he have delivered the soul of the poor from the hand of evildoers.
He have delivered the soul of the righteous from the evildoers. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Let's go to Joel. Let's see. Joel. Starting at the 9th verse up there. Let's see. Yeah, the 9th verse.
What chapter?
Joel 2, chapter 2, verse 9.
Joel chapter 2, verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city.
They shall run to and fro through the city.
They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble.
Gonna be trembling.
The sun and the moon shall be dark.
The sun and the moon gonna be dark.
And the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Everything gonna be pitch black outside.
And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army.
Before his army.
For his camp is very great.
Very great.
For he is strong that execute his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible.
For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible. He gonna clown with, he gonna get down on him.
And who can abide it?
Who gonna be able to stand before Yahweh when he get to cutting up with this weather and with these people?
Therefore also now, saith Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart.
That's when you better turn to Yahweh with all your heart. You better change your rotten, no good, wicked, dirty ways. You better get with Yahweh before it's too late. Because this would read that 11 again. This was gonna happen.
And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army.
Before his army.
For his camp is very great.
Very great.
For he is strong that execute his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible.
The day of Yahweh gonna be great and terrible.
And who can abide it?
And ain't nobody gonna be able to stand it.
Therefore also now, saith Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart.
Yahweh say, turn to me with all your heart now.
And with fasting.
With fasting.
And with weeping.
And weeping.
And with mourning.
That's right, you better.
And rend your heart and not your garments. And turn unto Yahweh your Elohim.
Turn to Yahweh.
For he is gracious and merciful.
He gonna give you a second chance. He gonna give you another chance now.
Slow to anger.
He's slow to anger. Take a long time. Make take him 100 years to get mad at you.
And of great kindness.
Great kindness. When you turn to Yahweh, he's gonna be kind to you.
And repenteth him of the evil.
And forgive you for all the rotten, wicked, no good, dirty stuff that you done did. He gonna forgive you. That's right. He gonna forgive you. All right. Let me see. Let's go to. Let me see. I want you to skip on down. No. Oh yeah, 31. Skip on down to 31. Let me get that blood moon.
Verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood.
The moon gonna be turning. The moon gonna turn to blood.
Before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come.
Before the great and terrible day, this is going to happen. This ain't happened yet. But before this happens, the great and terrible day, read what's gonna happen.
And it shall come to pass that
No. The 31 again.
the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come.
That's right. The great and terrible day of Yahweh come. It's gonna be, boy, look at here. Almighty gonna turn it up.
And
okay, that's all I need. Let's go to I think not Zephaniah, but Zechariah, not Zechariah, but Zephaniah. Yeah, Zephaniah. Yeah, Zephaniah 2, chapter 2, verse 9.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 9. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah.
You're going to destroy all these nations.
Even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of Yahweh of hosts.
Right, and get over on us.
Yahweh will be terrible unto them.
Yahweh say He's gonna be terrible to them.
For He will famish all the gods of the earth.
He gonna famish all these so-called gods on this earth. He gonna get rid of them, famish them. He gonna starve them out.
And men shall worship Him.
And the men shall worship Yahweh.
Every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen.
Even the heathens gonna have to worship Yahweh. They're gonna have to get rid of Christianity and Islam and all that junk. You got to serve Yah if you want to live. And if you want to die, you serve somebody else. It don't make Yahweh no different. Okay, that's all I need. I want let's go. Let me get that Genesis 35 right quick. Let me see. Yeah, Genesis 35 and 1.
Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. And Elohim said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto Elohim, that appeared unto thee when thou fledst from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments, and let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto Elohim, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went.
He was with Jacob.
And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears.
Now these strange gods with his earring and nose piercing, all these piercings, they gave them the earrings out the ear, the nose piercing, and lip piercing, all that junk.
And Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem.
That's right, he did that.
And they journeyed.
And they left and was on the mission.
And the terror of Elohim was upon the cities that were round about them.
And the reason why the terror was up on the cities is because the Almighty wasn't finna let nothing happen to Jacob and his family. So it was terrible. The Almighty was raining great terror up on these cities because it was a story I ain't got time to talk about where his sons had killed Shechem and the dad and all that about the services and stuff. So the Almighty told him to get on away from that. But read that again.
And they journeyed, and the terror of Elohim was upon the cities that were round about them.
The terrible God, that's right.
And they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob.
And they didn't run after the Israelite. They didn't run after Jacob. That's right, because the Almighty was working. Okay, let's go to Leviticus. Leviticus 26. I'll start at the first verse.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 1. Ye shall make you no idols, no graven image.
You ain't got no business making no idol, no graven image, or wearing it, or none of that.
Neither rear you up a standing image.
You ain't got no business with no image standing up in the corner of your house.
Neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land.
In your land, in your house, or anywhere.
To bow down unto it.
And bow down, give it credit.
For I am Yahweh your Elohim,
I'm Yahweh your God. I ain't never told you to wear no cross, put no picture on your wall, and stand up a graven image in your house. I ain't never told you to do that. Where you get it from? Read.
ye shall keep my Sabbaths
I told you to keep my Sabbath. I ain't tell you to wear no cross.
and reverence my sanctuary.
That's what I told you to do.
I am Yahweh.
That's right. I ain't never told you to go to church, be baptized, give a pimp 10% of your money, put a Christmas tree up, Easter egg hunt, and all that junk. I ain't told you none of that. Read.
If ye walk in my statutes,
If you walk in Yahweh statutes
and keep my commandments,
and keep Yahweh commandments,
and do them,
and the only way you can keep them, you got to be doing them. You can't be talking about them. You got to be doing them.
then I will give you rain in due season,
Then I'm going to look out for you. Give you rain and due season on your crop.
and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit.
Then you're going to have apples, orange tree, peach tree, and have fruit on your trees.
And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and ye shall eat your bread to the full.
Now he's talking this here conversation when we was in the land.
And dwell in your land safely.
And you're going to dwell in your own land safely. You ain't got to wear no Uzi, no 357, no hand grenade, no bulletproof vest, no locks on your doors and car. You ain't got to have that because you're going to dwell safely. You ain't got to worry about nobody breaking in your house because you're going to dwell safely if you keep his commandments and statutes, but you ain't going to do that. I mean, you got to have locks and 357 and bulletproof vest and everything else. Read.
And I will give peace in the land.
He going to give peace in the land. Everybody gonna get along. Ain't gonna be no getting drunk and fighting and cussing and clowning and calling the police and all that old junk. You ain't gonna be doing. Everybody gonna be dwelling in peace. You gonna love your brothers and sisters. Right now you hate them.
And ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid.
And you gonna lie down. Ain't gotta worry about nobody breaking in your house, stealing your car, and doing all this stuff.
And I will rid evil beasts out of the land.
I'm gonna make sure there's no lion attack your baby while you out there in the garden playing. A lion come through and eat your 5 or 6 year old baby up. Take off with him. Or a cougar, a tiger, or anything. Or a snake bite him.
Neither shall the sword go through your land.
The sword ain't gonna go. Ain't gonna be no more fighting and killing, the black on black crime and killing each other, shooting and stabbing. Ain't gonna be none of that.
And ye shall chase your enemies.
And you gonna be the one running the show. You gonna chase your enemy. The enemy ain't gonna chase you. You gonna chase them.
And they shall fall before you by the sword.
That's right, before the sword.
And 5 of you shall chase 100.
5 Israelites gonna chase 100 to somebody else, the ops. Be 5 of y'all chasing 100. Why? Because you got Yahweh with you.
And 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
Gonna be 100 of us and 10,000 of them. We're gonna put them to flight because we got Yahweh.
And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
And your enemies gonna lose the fight. Gonna get their head knocked off.
For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you.
He's gonna establish the covenant. God, he got 8 covenants that he made with us.
And ye shall eat old store, and bring forth the old because of the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you.
Yahweh said, my soul ain't gonna hate my people.
And I will walk among you.
I'm gonna walk. What that mean? Yahweh say he gonna walk. That mean he gonna protect you and make sure that nobody do nothing to you. I'm gonna walk before you.
And will be your Elohim.
And while I'm walking before you, I'm gonna be your God.
And ye shall be my people.
And you should be my people. Because I'm walking before you. I'm in front of you. You in the back of me. I'm walking.
I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right. I ain't no other God. I ain't got no other name like they teach you in church. I got many names. That's a lie. I'm Yahweh, your God.
Which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt.
I'm the one that drowned Pharaoh's army. I'm the one that plagued Pharaoh, the Egyptians 10 times. I'm the one that turned the rod into a snake. I'm the one that did all the miracles and wonders and signs in Egypt. I'm the one that did it.
That ye should not be their bondmen. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright.
Made you go upright.
But if ye will not hearken unto me.
But if you don't listen to Yahweh and study listening to what JC said, what John said, what Paul and Peter and Luke said.
and will not do all these commandments,
and do all Yahweh commandments,
and if ye shall despise my statutes,
and if you hate Yahweh's statutes, because he got a lot of statutes that y'all hate,
or if your soul abhor my judgments,
and he got a lot of judgment that y'all hate. Abhor mean hate.
so that ye will not do all my commandments,
So that you won't do all his commandments. What's the price you're going to pay, though? You're going to pay for it now. What's the price?
but that ye break my covenant,
That you break my covenant. You got 8 covenants and 10 commandments and laws and statutes.
I also will do this unto you.
Since you don't want to keep my commandments and obey my laws and statutes, I'm going to do this to you. Watch what he finna do to you.
I will even appoint over you terror.
What? Appoint of you terror, that a hurricane, mudslide, earthquake, tornado, drought, and send the animals and shooting and killing. I'm going to point terror over you.
Consumption.
Consumption. What do consumption mean? This is what they're going to do to you since you don't want to keep the commandments and law. I'm a consumption. Let me see. Consumption. Go ahead, baby. Let me see. Let me get it right quick. Okay, what is consumption?
Consumption, tuberculosis of the lung,
Tuberculosis of the lung. I'm going to give you that. Read.
and the burning ague that shall consume the eyes.
Okay, what is ague?
Ague, a disease, especially malaria, in which the patient has both fever and chills, one after the other, a chill, fit of shivering.
Now, that was that the one disease they just had. In other words, the Almighty said, I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna give you all these diseases. Keep reading.
And called sorrow of heart.
Sorrow of heart. Always upset and miserable and depressed.
And ye shall sow your seed in vain.
You gonna sow your seed in vain?
For your enemy shall eat it.
That's right. You're gonna be a slave. You're gonna back when we first came over here in the 1700, our forefathers planted the seed and they ate it.
And I will set my face against you.
Y'all wish I'm upset my face against you. Why? Because you ain't keep my commandments.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
And he gonna let these Gentiles do what they want to do. Shoot you in the back, give you 100 years, everything. He gonna make all this happen to you because you ain't studying him. That's when he gonna let the white folks get over on you.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
These white folks that hate you gonna run the show. They gonna run you.
And ye shall flee when none pursueth
And
you.
you gonna be scared to death when ain't nobody even chasing you.
And if ye will not yet for all this hearken unto me,
And if you will not yet hearken to me, which is Yahweh talking, if you don't listen to me,
then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
then I'm gonna punish you 7 more times for your sin. That's reading that lady in Springfield got killed. She had not the wrong God and all that old junk. That's reading all this evil happening to the black folks in America because they don't keep the commandment. They don't love Yahweh, so Yahweh turned his back on you and let these people do what they want to do to you. Read.
And I will break the pride of your power.
And he gonna break the pride of your power. You ain't got no power to stand before this man. Man, give you 100 years and you can't do nothing about it. You can't call on your mama, your daddy, nobody can't help you. Your money can't help you. Read.
And I will make your heaven as iron,
I'm gonna make your heaven iron hard.
and your earth as brass.
That's right, hard times.
And your strength shall be spent in vain.
Your strength gonna be spent in vain.
For your land shall not yield her increase, neither shall the trees of the land yield their fruits.
The land ain't gonna be right. Talking about Jerusalem over there, where them Edomites got our land at. Esau. They make the real people over there. We the real people. They perpetrating the fraud. Cap.
And if ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me,
If you won't listen to Yahweh,
I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
I'm going to bring 7 times more plagues upon your sins. They go Almighty, so I'm going to break it off in you. I'm going to break it off in you. Why? Because you ain't studying me.
I will also send wild beasts among you,
I'm going to send wild beasts among you.
which shall rob you of your children,
Eat your babies up
and destroy your cattle,
and destroy your animals.
and make you few in number,
Make you few in number.
and your highways shall be desolate.
Your highway going to be desolate.
And if ye will not be reformed by me by these things,
If you ain't going to be reformed by Yahweh these things,
but will walk contrary unto me, then will I also walk contrary unto you,
if you do what I say do, then I'm gonna bless you.
and will punish you yet 7 times for your sins.
But if you don't do what I say do, I'm gonna punish you 7 times for your sin. You gonna get your head knocked off.
And I will bring a sword upon you,
I'm gonna bring a sword up on you, black on black crime, killings, white folks killing black folks killing everybody, killing us. A sword
that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send a pestilence among you, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy.
you're gonna be delivered into the hand of the enemy. That's where we at. What verse you at?
26.
Okay.
And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and ye shall eat.
And you ain't gonna be satisfied. 10 women cook for you, still ain't satisfied.
And not be satisfied. And if ye will not for all this hearken unto me,
And after all this, I have there's nothing to say. You still won't listen.
but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury.
In fury.
And I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins.
Yahweh, so I'm going to chastise you 7 times for your sin. Keep on sinning. I'm going to keep knocking your head off. Keep sinning. I'm going to keep knocking your head off. Keep sinning. I'm going to keep knocking your head off.
And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons.
Eat the flesh of your sons.
And the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. And I will destroy your high places, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you.
Yahweh said, I'm going to hate you.
And I will make your cities waste, and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation, and I will not smell the savor of your sweet odors.
I ain't going to smell that mess you cooking. I ain't studying it.
And I will bring the land into desolation, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished at it. And I will scatter you among the heathen.
And that's what he did, scatters among the heathen.
And will draw out his sword after you.
And when I smother you, the white folks gonna shoot you and kill you whenever they get ready. And ain't nothing gonna be did about it.
And your land shall be desolate.
And our land over in Jerusalem gonna be desolate, because it's desolate right now, because we ain't there.
And your cities waste.
And our cities waste.
Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbaths.
The longest we in captivity over here, the land is enjoying her Sabbath. The land is keeping the Sabbath, because we ain't there.
As long as it lie desolate.
Long as we ain't there, the land is keeping the Sabbath.
And ye be in your enemy's land.
And you be in the United States.
Even then shall the land rest.
Even though we in the United States and the enemy land, our land gonna still be resting.
And enjoy her Sabbaths.
And it's gonna enjoy her Sabbath. While the Edomites over there claim to be us, but they lying, in which they ain't.
As long as it lie desolate,
Long as it lie desolate, what?
And as long as it lie desolate, it shall rest.
Long as it lie desolate, as long as we ain't there, it's gonna be resting.
Because it did not rest in your Sabbaths.
Because it didn't rest when we was over there.
When ye dwelt upon it.
When we lived there, we did everything that everybody else did. Broke the commandment, laws, and statutes. That's when we're over here.
And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into your hearts in the lands of your enemies.
That's right, a faintness, weak.
And the sound of a shaking leaf shall chase them.
Scared to death, trembling. Walking down the street when it's pitch black, you hear something in the woods, you take off running. And ain't nothing but a stick that fell out the tree. Read.
And they shall flee as fleeing from a sword, and they shall fall when none pursueth.
That's right.
And they shall fall one upon another.
Kill one, that's when black and black crime right there. Fall up on one another. That means black folks hate black folks. It's a curse from Yah.
as it were before a sword, when none pursueth,
When none pursue it,
and ye shall have no power to stand before your enemies,
you ain't got no power to stand before the white folks.
and ye shall perish among the heathen,
And you gonna perish among them. I'm gonna kill you.
and the land of your enemies shall eat you up.
They gonna do what they want to do to you. Anytime they get ready, they can do what they want to do to you. Frame you, and all kind of stuff. And it did everything to us. And ain't nothing been did about it. Why? Because the Most High let them do it because you ain't right. That's why. Read.
And they that are left of you shall pine away in their iniquity in your enemies' lands, and also in the iniquities of their fathers shall they pine away with them.
That's right. Now watch this though.
If they shall confess their iniquity,
If you confess to Yahweh your iniquities while you in the land, enemy's land,
and the iniquity of their fathers,
and of our fathers, because we're supposed to pray for our fathers too.
with their trespass which they trespass against me,
That's right.
and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies.
Yahweh said, I'm the one that brought you to the United States.
If then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled,
And then while you in the captivity, if your uncircumcised heart be humble,
and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity,
and accept what Yahweh put up on you, accept this abuse, and then pray to Yahweh, pray to the Most High, this is I accept your punishment, Yahweh.
then will I remember my covenant with Jacob,
Then he gonna remember his covenant with Jacob.
and also my covenant with Isaac,
Then he gonna remember his covenant with Isaac.
and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember,
Yahweh said, then I want to remember when you confess and accept your punishment.
and I will remember the land.
I'm gonna remember Jerusalem, Israel, the land.
The land also shall be left of them, and shall enjoy her Sabbaths, while she lie desolate without them. And they shall accept of the punishment of their iniquity,
And we shall accept the punishment of our iniquity, except to Yahweh, not them. Don't confess to them, confess to Yahweh. Read.
because they despise my judgments,
Because you despise Yahweh judgment. You hate Yahweh judgment.
and because their soul abhorred my statutes.
Because your soul hate Yahweh judgment. The reason why you hate them, you don't keep them or do them. Anytime you don't do it, you hate it. Now, if I don't drink this water, I hate it. If I don't never drink no water, I hate water.
And
if I don't have sex, I hate sex. If I don't eat no food, I hate food. If you don't serve Yahweh, you hate it. Read.
And yet for all that, when they be in the land of their enemies,
After all this, we be in the United States.
I will not cast them away,
I ain't gonna forget about you.
neither will I abhor them,
I ain't gonna hate you.
to destroy them utterly,
I ain't gonna kill all y'all. Yahweh say I ain't gonna kill all of them.
and to break my covenant with them. For I am Yahweh their Elohim.
Because I made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the reason why I ain't gonna kill them all, because I made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And a covenant is agreement. I made an agreement with them guys. Read.
But I will for their sakes remember the covenant of their ancestors,
I'm gonna remember the covenant of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of their ancestors. That's the only reason why I ain't gonna get rid of all y'all, because I gotta remember that covenant.
whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathen,
Who I brought forth out of the land of Egypt, right in front of the heathen.
that I might be their Elohim. I am Yahweh.
I'm Yahweh. I ain't got no other name.
These are the statutes and judgments and laws
These are the statute and judgment laws
which Yahweh made between him and the children of Israel at Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
by the hand of Moses. That's right. Okay, let's go to let's see. Jeremiah 13. No, Jeremiah 17, verse 13. That's what I meant.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13.
Yeah.
O Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake you shall be ashamed,
All that forsake Yahweh gonna be ashamed.
and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth,
Everybody depart from Yahweh gonna be written in the earth
because they have forsaken Yahweh,
because they forgot all about Yahweh,
the fountain of living waters.
the fountain of living water. He the reason why you living.
Heal me,
Heal me.
O Yahweh, and I shall be healed.
Heal me, and then I'll be healed from Yah.
Save me,
Save me, because I'll be saved from Yah then.
and I shall be saved.
Then the only one that can save you, is only one can heal you and save you is Yahweh.
For thou art my praise.
Yahweh, the only one I praise. I don't praise nobody else. I'll be a fool if I do.
Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of Yahweh?
They say, where's the word of Yahweh?
Let it come now.
Let it come now.
As for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to follow thee.
I ain't gonna hesitate to follow Yah.
Neither have I desired that woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil.
He said, be not a terror for me. I mean, a terror, that means don't let that tree fall on my house. Don't let the weather kill me. Read that again.
Be not a terror unto me.
Don't be a terror to me, Yah.
Thou art my hope in the day of evil.
When you send the day of evil upon this world, I'm a hope in Yahweh. And please don't destroy my house. Don't destroy my house. Read that again.
Be not a terror unto me.
Don't break it off in me. Don't knock my head off, Yahweh.
Thou art my hope in the day of evil.
I'm hoping in Yahweh in the day of evil. When the day of evil comes from Yahweh, I'm hoping on Yah.
Let them be confounded that persecute me.
Let everybody be destroyed that persecute me. Confounded mean destroyed.
But let not me be confounded.
Don't let me be destroyed with them.
Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed.
That's right.
Bring upon them the day of evil.
Bring upon them the day of evil.
And destroy them with double destruction.
Knock their head off with a double destruction. That's right. That don't sound like love my enemies and love that do some killing. Kill all my enemies. I made a video a while back saying I pray that Yahweh kill all my enemies. That's right. I ain't gonna never pray nothing good for my enemy. You got to be retarded fool if you do. Let's go to let me see. 91, Psalm 91. Yeah, first verse of 91.
Psalm chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's right, he's going to protect you.
I will say of Yahweh,
I will say that Yahweh,
He is my refuge and my fortress.
Yahweh is my refuge and my fortress.
My Elohim.
And he my God.
In him will I trust.
I'm going to trust Yahweh and not nobody else.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
He going to deliver you from the fowler.
And from the noisome pestilence.
And from the animals.
He shall cover thee with his feathers.
Just like a chicken cover her feather with a little hen with the feather, he going to cover us up.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
Yeah, trust.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
The truth going to be Yahweh's shield and buckler.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
You ain't going to be afraid of Yahweh's terror by night, because he going to terrorize him at night.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
That's right.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
That's right. Thousands gonna be getting their head knocked off and break it off in them.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
Listen, Yahweh, so I'm gonna be killing thousands of people, but it ain't gonna come to you. Read that verse again.
1,000 shall fall at thy side,
1,000 gonna be all in the streets everywhere. 1,000 people gonna be dead,
and 10,000 at thy right hand.
and 10,000 at your right hand gonna be on the ground.
And it shall not come nigh thee.
It ain't gonna happen to you. You ain't gonna be on the ground. You gonna be standing up looking at them. That's right. Yahweh say, I ain't gonna kill my righteous. I'm gonna kill the wicked. Read.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
You gonna see the reward of the wicked, because eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You hate Yah, he hates you. You don't keep his commandment, he gonna knock your head off. So you part of the wicked.
Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge.
Because you made Yahweh your refuge. You trusted in Yahweh and not nobody else. You ain't trusting your money, your job, your Christians, your politicians. You didn't trust in man. You trust in Yah.
Even the Most High.
Even the Most High.
Thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee.
Ain't no evil gonna happen to you. Ain't no evil gonna happen to me. Ain't no evil gonna happen to the righteous. Read.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Ain't no plague gonna come in your dwelling. Wherever you live at, ain't gonna be no plague. Boy, listen, get it. Read.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee.
He gonna send his angel to protect you. Boy, that's cool. I got the chills right now. Read.
To keep thee in all thy ways.
To keep in all his ways. That's cool, y'all.
They shall bear.
That's all I needed. Boy, listen, I got the chills. He gonna send his angel to protect you. Read that again. Boy, that'll get it.
For he shall.
No, I want you to read that 10. Start at 10 again.
There shall no evil befall thee.
Ain't no evil gonna happen to you.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Ain't no plague gonna come up on you or me.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee.
He gonna give his angels. Go down there to Yehuda house and protect him. Send them angels to help me. I don't need no gun, no bulletproof vest, no dynamite, none of that. I got your angel. Read.
To keep thee in all thy ways.
To keep thee in all his ways. That's what I'm talking about. Now go to Nahum. Yahweh say he gonna send his angels to protect me. Nehemiah chapter 1. Chapter 1, see. Yeah, in the second verse.
Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. Elohim is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth.
He jealous, and he gonna pay you back. He revenges.
Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries.
He gonna knock all his adversaries' head off, his enemies.
And he reserveth the wrath for his enemies.
He got the reserving wrath for his enemies. He holding back to knock his enemies' head off.
Yahweh is slow to anger.
Take him a long time to get mad.
And great in power.
And great in power with that weather.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
He ain't gonna quit no wicked. You got your head coming. You gonna get your head knocked off.
Yahweh hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm.
In the whirlwind and the storm, Yahweh making it happen, y'all.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet when you look up.
He rebuketh the sea.
Yahweh rebuked the sea.
And making it dry.
Making it dry up.
And dry up all the rivers.
He dried up the Mississippi River and all of.
Bashan languisheth, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth.
He say melt the hills. Mountains quake and the hills melt.
and the earth is burned at his presence.
Yahweh burn the earth up because it's his. He can burn it up.
Yea, the world and all that dwell therein.
Everything in this world belongs to Yah. He can do what he want to do it. He can destroy it when he get ready. He use hurricane, mudslide, earth, fire. He burned California up because that's his state. That means that's his land. Read.
Who can stand before his indignation?
Who can stand before Yahweh anger? When Yahweh get angry, you can't stand before it.
And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger?
Who can abide in the fierceness of Yahweh when he get angry? He get to knocking heads off.
His fury is poured out like fire.
His fury poured out like fire.
And the rocks are thrown down by him.
And the rocks are thrown down by Yahweh.
Yahweh is good.
He good.
A stronghold in the day of trouble.
A stronghold in the day of trouble. When it's troublesome time, you better cling on to Yah.
And he knoweth them that trust in him.
He know I trust him. He know I love him and trust him.
But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies.
Darkness gonna pursue Yahweh enemies.
What do ye imagine against Yahweh?
What you imagine something against Yahweh for?
He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. For while they be folded together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry.
That's right. While you getting drunk, Yahweh turning up. While you getting drunk, he turning up.
There is one come out of thee that imagineth evil against Yahweh, a wicked counselor.
A wicked counselor. When you imagine evil against Yah, you wicked. Okay. Now I think I'm ready for comment and question. Let me see what they're saying on here. Teach Sunday, I told my mom the reason why we are not to eat the thigh of an animal, if any animal. It showed her the law, and her reason was, but the law was rewritten, but I showed her. Oh yeah, they're gonna come up with any excuse to do wrong. So now I'm ready for comment and question, y'all. Anybody that want to keep doing wrong and wicked gonna have an excuse. Only people that ain't gonna have an excuse is the people that want to change and gonna change. If you show it to them in the book and they reject it, then they gonna get their head knocked off. They're gonna walk out the house and get shot, ran over by a car, anything, or get in the car and run head on with an 18 wheel, anything. But Yahweh still give out heart attacks and strokes too. He get them out for free. That's right. When you show somebody what Yahweh's saying, I don't believe in that. That's the Old Testament. Okay, keep on. Then 2 months later, you hear what happened to him. That's right. Okay. Yeah, anybody got any comment or question about the lesson? Yep. If you think Yahweh joking and playing with you, he finna show you something. He finna show you something this year. He finna show all y'all something this year, buddy. Think he gonna play with you? Okay, Teresa. Yeah, okay, that's my Hebrew sister. Okay. Just want to say thanks you again for the truth. Okay, praise the mighty Yah, sister. Yep, yeah. All I got is the truth for him, boy. Yeah. I don't know how to do it no other way. I got to tell the truth. Mandatory. Must. Yep. Yep. I just try to, let me see. That's right. All praise to give Yahweh all the credit. Don't nobody give no credit. Nobody, not even me. Give all the credit to Yahweh. Let me see. Let me show y'all something right quick. It just came to me. Go to Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17:5.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh,
Yahweh talking.
cursed be the man that trusted in man,
Cursed be the man. You put all your trust in the man, you're a fool.
and maketh flesh his arm,
And respect the man.
and his heart departed from Yahweh.
And it's hard to depart from Yahweh, because when your heart depart from Yahweh, you're going to trust in the man.
For he shall be like the heath in the desert.
Okay, that's all I needed. Anytime you trust in a man, your heart depart from Yah. Wasn't JC a man? Yes. So if you put all your trust in JC, then you're a retarded fool. The book say you're going to be cursed. That's why you're cursed, because you put all your trust in man. You supposed to trust in Yahweh, fool. Let me show you. Let me show y'all something. Oh, okay. Yeah. And he about that life. Yeah, but he was raised this way. See, I'm the last of the rotten ones. He was raised this way. Okay, Jewel, glad. Let me get to it. Let me show him one thing, though. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me show to Rick, my Hebrew sister. Rick, go to Proverbs 22 and 6. And she said she like me and you, how we get along with the book and stuff like that. Let me show him something. This for you, Hebrew sister. Psalms 22 and on the 6th verse.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's right. Train up a child when he's old, he won't go away from you. Train him up in the truth, he ain't going to depart from it. But let me show you, let me see what I'm. Let me see. Okay, read Proverbs 28 and it's 26.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26.
Yeah.
He that trusted in his own heart is a fool.
Anybody that trusts in his own heart is a fool.
But whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered.
Everybody that walk wisely going to be delivered. That means you trusting in Yahweh and you ain't trusting in your own heart. Okay, that's all I needed, but it's something else. I can't think. Somewhere else I need to get. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I can't think of where it's at right now. But let me Jude Glade say go to Jeremiah 17 and Jeremiah 17 and 14 through 17. Jeremiah 17 verse 14 through 17. Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 14. Heal me, O Yahweh, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise. Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of Yahweh? Let it now come. As for me, I have not hastened from being a pasture to follow thee, neither have I desired the woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil.
Okay, yeah, that's good, Hebrew. Yep, hallelujah. Oh, that's right. What's up, Devontae? And I've been teaching, and y'all showed me this year is going to be, going to a year of recompense of the world because of Yahshua. Okay, praise the mighty Yahshua. Yep. Oh, he gonna show them a whole lot this year. Oh, it's going down, Hebrew. Yep. All we got to do is wait on Yah, be patient, and keep them commandments and laws and statutes. That's all he want us to do. Don't go to the right or go to the left. Don't. Yeah. He gonna get the busting heads. Oh, he finna knock off some heads this year. Gonna get the knocking their head off. Okay, read Proverbs 23 and 9. Now this for the fools. Watch this. This for the fools.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool.
Don't speak to the fool, because the fool gonna hate this.
For he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
A fool gonna hate what I'm talking about. I ain't got no business speaking to a fool. I'm talking about all the righteous brothers and sisters, all the ones that love Yah. I ain't talking to no fool, because the fool hate Yahweh. So read it again.
Speak not in the ears of a fool.
I ain't got no business talking to a damn fool.
For he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
He gonna despise the wisdom of my word, what I'm saying. He hate what I'm saying. That's right. He gonna hate this book. He gonna hate Yahweh. He gonna hate me. He ain't gonna do what the book say. I ain't got no business talking to no damn fool. Cause he gonna despise what I say. Despise mean he hate it. He don't like it. That's right. Let me see. Miss Parker. Okay, who is that? Who is Miss Parker? Miss Parker. Shabbat Shalom, Uzziah, Israel. Let's see what else it say about a fool. Let me show you what it say about a fool. Go to Proverbs 1. Okay, Proverbs 1 and 22. This is what a fool hate.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones?
How long, you simple-minded people?
Will ye love simplicity?
You love to play around and be silly. Simplicity means silly, play jokes and clown and act a fool, retarded.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
And the scorners love to hear another person scorning, signifying.
And fools hate knowledge.
But fools hate knowledge. A fool hate this book. A fool hate knowledge. A fool hate what I'm saying. That's right. A fool hate knowledge. That's all I needed. Now watch what's gonna happen to a fool. Skip on down to 26. Watch the fool, y'all. What's gonna happen to him?
Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity.
Yahweh, so I'm gonna laugh at the fool calamity when that weather tearing your house up and when you get killed in a car wreck or something bad happened to you. I'm gonna laugh.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
I'm gonna make fun of you when you get shot, stabbed, killed, or anything bad. I'm gonna make fun of you. Read.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
When your fear coming as desolation, when you get scared, you finna die.
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
And your destruction come as a whirlwind.
when distress and anguish cometh upon you,
When the stress and anger come up on you,
then shall they call upon me,
then the fool gonna call up on Yahweh.
but I will not answer.
I ain't studying you. I ain't studying you. Read.
They shall seek me early,
You should seek Yahweh early. Not tomorrow, not next year, next month, or next week. Today.
but they shall not find me,
You ain't gonna find him.
for that they hated knowledge,
Because you hate knowledge
and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
and you didn't choose Yahweh. You didn't choose the fear of Yahweh. Don't call up on me when the police put you in jail. Don't call up on me when you get shot, stabbed, or robbed, or killed. Don't call up on me when they break in your house, when you have a car wreck and you're in the hospital and you ain't got but 2 months to live. Don't call up on me. Because Yahweh say he ain't studying you. Nah, that's all I needed. Talk about a fool. You only gonna call up on Yah when you get in trouble. When something bad happened to your nappy-headed tail. Don't call up on me, Yahweh say. Now. Let me see what else. Go to Proverbs 8 and 17. Proverbs 8 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. I love them that love me,
Yahweh say, I love them to love me.
and those that seek me early shall find me.
And if you looking for them early, like you looking for that wife, that girlfriend, that dope, that alcohol, that cigarette, them rocks, and a job, you look for that early, you find it. Anything that you looking for, you done found it. But you hate Yah. Read it again.
I love them that love me,
I love them to love me.
and those that seek me early shall find me.
And if you looking for Yahweh early, you gonna find it. That's all I needed. That's right. He don't play no games, Hebrew. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, he don't play no game. But he gonna show him better than I can tell him. See, one thing about us, black folks got to be showed. Because you can't tell them nothing. Then when the Almighty show him, don't call up on him because he ain't studying you. When your tail get in trouble, don't call up on me now. When you're in the hospital, ain't got but 2 months to live, you want somebody to pray for you. Almighty say, I ain't studying you. Look, let me show you. Let me show you that he ain't studying you. Pray for me. Yeah, okay, read, go to Jeremiah 7. Let me show him what he say. Jeremiah 7 and 16. What that say?
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 16. Therefore pray not thou for this people.
Don't pray for these people.
Neither lift up cry nor prayer for them.
Don't cry and pray to me.
Neither make intercession to me.
Don't make no intercession to me.
For I will not hear thee.
I ain't gonna hear you when you pray for these rotten, no good, dirty people. Yahweh say when you pray for them, I ain't gonna hear you. That's all I needed. Oh yeah. He gonna, that's right, he hard-headed, but one day they gonna see. He gonna show them better than I can tell them, Hebrew sister. Tisha Yah. Yeah. He gonna show them better than I can tell them. Because they don't believe fat meat is greasy. Yeah, buddy. Miss Rob One Love. Praise the mighty Yah, sister. Mm-hmm. Soon as something bad happened to him, and I'm going to let him know that Yahweh do all the bad. Go to Isaiah 45. and start at the 5th verse. Isaiah 45 and start that 5th verse. Yahweh do it to you. I'll pray. That's right, sister.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no Elohim beside me.
Ain't nobody beside him.
I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
I girded thee, I surrounded you, you still don't even know me.
That they may know from the rising of the sun.
That they know that I'm the one to make that sun rise.
And from the west.
And from the west, I'm the one making set in the west.
That there is none beside me.
Ain't nobody beside Yah.
I am Yahweh.
That's right, I'm Yahweh. I ain't got no many names like they teach you in these lying churches.
And there is none else.
And there's none else. So what you need another book for?
I form the light.
Yahweh said, I form the light. It's light outside because of me.
And create darkness.
And 11 or 12 o'clock, I'm the one making dark.
I make peace.
I make peace. I keep somebody from knocking your head off, breaking your house, and stealing and robbing you. I make peace.
And create evil.
Yahweh said, I create evil. I'm the one did it to you.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
I do all the things. So when something happened to you bad, Yahweh done it. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll that up in your blunt and smoke it. Smoke that on your pipe. Put that in your weed. In your blunt and smoke it. Smoke that. And don't get on here, Prime. Don't get on here talking like a fool, Prime Scripture. I'd have been on here 1,000 times to try to get away the money and couldn't get it, so I don't want to hear that. Now we got a fool on here. Prime Scripture is a fool. You ain't got no money coming because you dumb as a box of rocks. If you knew something, you would got paid. They sure do, Hebrew, so they need to read the Tanakh. That's right. And that ain't my name, fool. I always got a damn fool on here. Every weekend, I got a damn fool on here try to disrupt the class. Want to talk about everything but Yah. Talk about Yah, fool. Because he hate Yah, that's mean he a fool. He hate the book. He ain't talking about Yah. Now let's talk about Yah then and show me what you know. Make me a liar. Put something up on here about Yahweh. Now put something on the screen about Yah, because we talking about Yahweh. I don't care who you are. I say we talking about Yahweh. That's right. Today is Yahweh's day. That's what we talking about, Yahweh. Now say something good about Yah. Want to talk about everything but Yahweh. Damn fool. Talk about Yah. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else. If you ain't talking about Yah, go commit suicide or jump in the Mississippi River with a ton of bricks on your ankles and get on away from here. I say talk about Yah. I don't want to hear nothing else. Talk about Yahweh. That's right, Hebrew. She popping corn. Yahweh is right. Talk about Yah. He's great and terrible. That's right. He's terrible. Like the book say, he's terrible. And I just showed you that he's terrible. Want to get on my station and talk about everything but Yah. If you ain't talking about Yahweh, get on off my station. I ain't got time for no propaganda. If you want to be entertained, you go cut on Bernie Mac and all the rest of them. Richard Pryor and all the rest of them. Go look them up on the internet. Go see what they talking about. Because I'm talking about Yah. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Retarded fool. That's right. Go jump in the Mississippi River. cut your own throat, shoot yourself, get off of here. I don't care what you do. Get on away from me. Because you ain't talking about Yahweh. That's why. Now tell me something good about Yah. I ain't say God. I say tell me something about Yah. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you believe. I tell Yahweh, it's many gods. Let me let you know it's a lot of gods. Your God ain't work too. Go to Psalm 96. I believe in God. One, everybody birth. You a lie. God ain't got no birthday, no death day. Start at 96 in the first verse.
Psalms chapter 96, verse 1. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song.
We singing to Yahweh a new song.
Sing unto Yahweh.
That's right.
All the earth.
All the earth supposed to be singing to Yah, fool.
Sing unto Yahweh.
Singing to Yah.
Bless his name.
Bless Yahweh's name.
Show forth his salvation from day to day.
Day to day. Talk about Yahweh every day. Salvation.
Declare his glory among the heathen.
Talk about Yahweh among the Gentiles. Everybody.
His wonders among all people.
All people.
For Yahweh is great.
He great.
And greatly to be praised.
And Yahweh the only God to be praised. Not nobody else, God.
He is to be feared above all gods.
Yahweh is to be feared above all gods. Because he the only one going to knock your head off.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
All the gods of the nations are idols. Now, what is an idol? He said all the other people got an idol. Now, what is an idol?
Idol, a representation or symbol of an object of worship, a false god.
A false god. So all the other gods in the world false.
In a few places in the Bible, the word image appears in a neutral sense. Most of the time, however, image refers to a statue or something of human manufacture which the people have substituted for the true and living God.
You make another god to serve other than Yahweh. A fake god. Ain't but one true and living God. That's Yahweh. I'm done with that. Okay. Rasta here say go to Daniel 12 and 10. That's right, Hebrew. If you don't observe with Yah, you don't love him. That's right.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 10.
Yeah, Rasta here say Daniel 12 and 10.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 10.
Right.
Many shall be purified and made white.
Many should be purified and made white, mean clean.
And tried.
And tried.
But the wicked shall do wickedly.
The wicked gonna keep on talking and acting retarded and wicked. They gonna keep on doing wicked, mean they ain't gonna never change.
And none of the wicked shall understand.
And the wicked can't never understand this book. Because they too brainwashed, bamboos, and hoodwink and dumb as a box of rocks. Read.
But the wise shall understand.
The wise, let me see who the wise is. Tisha Yah. Who else wise on here? Rasta Hill. Miss Rod One Love. Will Phillips. Them the wise people to understand. Mark Anthony, Yah's son. Them the people to understand this book. The rest of these people retarded, fool. Trying to argue with me about Yahweh word. And ain't never read the Bible in their life, but try to debate and argue with me and dumb as a box of rocks. Ain't never read the Bible trying to debate me. I've been reading this book since 1991. So teachers, y'all say, my grandmama said you can't teach a fool. That's right. You can't teach no fool. That's right. And she was right. Your grandma was absolutely right. If she didn't know nothing else, she got that right. She got that part right. You can't teach a damn fool. I call him a damn fool. And the book called him a fool. That's right. Your grandmama hit the nail on the head. She told him right. You can't teach no fool. Yeah. Only time people is interested in the Almighty Yahweh is when they get in trouble. When something bad happened to them. Then they want somebody to pray for them and all that. No, the Almighty ain't studying your ass. Yep. Now, do anybody have any comment and question about Yah? Because we talking about Yahweh on here. I don't want to hear nothing about no other God, no other person, no money, nothing. I want to talk about Yah. And if you ain't talking about Yah, you go, like I say, jump in that Mississippi River or the Ohio. It don't make me no difference. Well, that ain't going to do you no good when you ain't keeping no commandments. I don't care what you do. You ain't keeping no commandment, laws, and statutes. He ain't studying you. You can pray till your eyes turn green or your head jump off your shoulder. He ain't studying none of that. Yeah, that's right. Yahweh want to see your work. Yeah. He ain't going to hear nobody pray that ain't right. Okay, go to, let me show you, Jeremiah 11. Go to Jeremiah 11. And start at the 14th verse. Jeremiah 11 and 14. Now, let's see what Yahweh going to do for you.
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
Don't pray for these people.
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
Don't be studying them.
For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
When you get in trouble, Yahweh ain't studying you.
What have
that's all I need. He said, when you get in trouble, don't call me. You better call Ghostbusters. You ain't called me. Go to Jeremiah 13 and 10. Jeremiah 13 and 10. What that say?
Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 10. This evil people which refuse to hear my words.
You're an evil person when you refuse to hear Yahweh's word. You evil. Read.
Which walk in the imagination of their heart.
You do what you want to do. You don't do what Yahweh say do. You do what you want to do. Read.
And walk after other gods.
And you walk after another God. You ain't serving Yah. You serving somebody else.
You serve them.
And you serve this other God.
And to worship them.
And you worship this other God.
Shall even be as this girdle, which is good for nothing.
You ain't good for nothing. You ain't worth two damn flies. There it is. You like a girdle that's worth nothing. That's it. When you worship anybody other than Yahweh, you good for nothing. You ain't worth two dead flies. You understand me? Read, skip on down to 14. Watch this good lick here.
Verse 14. And I will dash them one against another,
I'm gonna dash one, knock their head off one against another.
even the fathers and the sons together,
I'm gonna kill the father and the son together.
saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
I will not pity,
I ain't gonna have no pity on you.
nor spare,
I ain't gonna spare you.
nor have mercy,
I ain't gonna have mercy on you.
but destroy them.
But I'm gonna destroy you. This Yahweh talking. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll that up in your blunt. Hold it. Let me see. Yeah, read it one more time.
I will dash them one against another,
I'm gonna knock their head off, the father and the son together.
even the fathers and the sons together,
I'm gonna knock both of them head off at the same time, kill the daddy and the son that same day.
saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
I will not pity,
I ain't gonna have no pity on you.
nor spare,
I ain't gonna spare you.
nor have mercy,
I ain't gonna have no mercy on you.
but destroy them.
I ain't gonna destroy them. That's what Yahweh said. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Rasta here say go to Judges 10 and 14. Yeah. My God is a killer.
Judges chapter 10, verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen.
That's right. Go cry to JC and all the other God that you chose.
Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Let them save you in the time of your tribulation. Let them do for you, because I ain't studying you. That's all of it? Yeah. Okay, that's corn Rasta here. Now, y'all say go to read Amos 8 and 7 through 14. Yeah, Amos. Well, that's good he had mercy on you.
Amos chapter 8, verse 7. Yahweh hath sworn by the excellency of Jacob, surely I will never forget any of their works. Shall not the land tremble for this, and every one mourn that dwelleth therein? And it shall rise up wholly as a flood, and it shall be cast out and drowned as by the flood of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh Elohim.
Don't read past 14, 7 through 14.
Thou will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day.
He gonna do all that.
And I will turn your feasts into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation.
That's right. All this good time party, New Year's, having the New Year's party, all they gonna cut all that out.
And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the morning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. Behold,
it's gonna be a bitter day, right?
Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Elohim, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water,
but a famine for this book. Talking about this Bible, read.
but of hearing the words of Yahweh.
That's right. It ain't gonna be no famine for food and water. He ain't talking about that kind of famine. He talking about the famine for this book. You gotta have the book up here. Read.
And they shall wander from sea to sea.
And you will go from sea to sea trying to find the word of Yah.
And from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh.
You're going to run to and fro looking for the truth, and it ain't going to be there.
And shall not find it.
And you ain't going to find it.
And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria.
And 14.
And say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again.
That's right. Praise the mighty Yah. That's right. There's gonna come a time when the word ain't gonna be around. That's right. That's corn Tisha Yah. That's right. Yeah. And he had mercy. That's right. Well, that's good. He had mercy on you. Yeah. That's good. You're supposed to be praising. Ain't no he. You're supposed to say Yahweh had mercy on me. His name ain't he. His name is Yahweh. You call him Yahweh, don't call him nothing. His name ain't he. It's happening as we speak. The sun going down at noon happens in April 8th. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, sister. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Hebrew brothers and sisters, I'm going to get ready to close out. I hope everybody got something out of the lesson and learned some, because Yahweh is He terrible. And he got plenty of terror. He do the head knocking off. That's right. All the evil that's happening in this world, Yahweh did it. Don't never forget it. Ain't nobody doing nothing without Yahweh permission.
I want to mention this.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
The Feast of Unleavened Bread and the Passover is going to be coming up pretty soon. Now, of course, we do not keep the Passover or the Feast of Unleavened Bread. However, we are supposed to take the leaven out of our houses. And if you want to know more about this, just read the entire chapter of Exodus chapter 12, and it'll tell you all about it. So what y'all need to do is, because I don't know what day it's going to fall on when you need to have all the leavening out of your houses, but if you'll go to the website, the House of Israel of Atlanta.org, search for this PDF document right here. Go on their website, look for this, and it'll have a list of all the types of leavening agents, all the types of ingredients that you need to get out of your houses. So, for example, you have to look in all your foods. You'll have to look in your cleaning detergents like Tide and Gain and all that. You'll have to look into your toothpaste and get anything that has these types of ingredients on them, like potassium carbonate.
Put it up there so they can see it.
They can see it.
Oh, no, put it closer.
They can see. They can see it. Yeah, and sodium carbonate and all that, and also you have to look for anything that's got like beer or yeast extracts or chocolate or molasses. You have to look pretty much in any type of product that you have that you can consume, or any type of, like I said, any type of cleaning agent like detergent and Tide. Look through all that and get that out of your houses. Put it like in a storage house or in a garage, stuff like that, because we have to have all of this stuff out of our houses in order to keep that particular statute, that particular commandment. Remember, we don't keep this Passover or the Feast of Unleavened Bread, but we do need to get the leavening out of our houses. And again, go to Exodus chapter 12 and read that entire chapter and explain that. And of course, I'll go over it again next Sabbath too for more details on when it's time. Because by next Sabbath, we'll know what day it'll fall on when you need to have it all out.
And tell them about the eating part. They ain't supposed to eat it either.
That's right. You can't eat it. You can't have it with you in your house,
Car.
Or in your car too. If you got a garage and it's attached to your house, it can't be in your garage. But if you got like a storage house that's like away from your house, you can put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can't eat it. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm going to get ready to close out. And I want to give all honor, glory, praise, and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Shalom, shalom.